Their whole gimmick is that they're folk singers, but they're from the future, so they're like space folk singers. It's dumb. I like their music. They got
Sounds
this one
pretty
song
dumb.
called Space Worms. It's pretty great.
That's cool.
It's all about how a guy used to farm space worms, but they won't grow on. It's very simple.
What happened last week, Edgar?
Uh, I already asked this. We showed up here, wanting
I
our
think this
stuff
is
back.
like episode 12, by the way.
Oh, we've been playing for so long.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, Edgar.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
No, you're ruining the magic. You need to be able to do this on command.
Yeah, no, sorry. I started playing the video, and I had to find it again.
I've got notes here.
Go.
So last time we played, we had just returned from the Shadow Elf stronghold where we were hunting a elf mage that worked for the new Emperor Udinzu. We got back to Fort Frontier, but our whole journey was about 2 months. In which time on our way back, Aklo had been using that heirloom that he found from the Power Stone to learn about his ancestor Yonzo, and he was teaching him about his people's history and philosophies. We're at the beginning of March now. Kelly Keek used his magic item that makes things grow to enhance New Advent's farms and create a tight wall of trees around the city. It was decided that New Advent would have would host a ball to celebrate the town's success and to show the Empress to the important people of the town. Qatar showed up hunting Cather Hodgkins because he thought he was conspiring with Urduth to use an ancient book to destroy the world. Cather was subject to a zone of truth, and it was discovered that he did not know that Urduth has the book or had anything to do with ending the world. Qatar is part of a guild called the Watchers of the Realm. They're dedicated to stopping the scourge known as Kaineros. We have what?
I don't think it's just Kaineros. I think it's any worldly, otherworldly threat.
Correct.
Okay, my mistake. We had the Empress's Reveal Festival and the town parties for 2 straight days. People are inspired when they see Octavia's golden eyes, and New Advent has new hope. At the after party back at Jebedo's diner, Qatar insulted Aklo and insinuated that he was somehow responsible for the current problems in the Empire. Aklo stormed out of the diner and headed to a work site where his new home was being built, where he was attacked by his hands. I dropped lumber on him. Aklo chased his hand through the town and couldn't catch it. Aklo had his student Lance tail Cather Hodgkins. We learned that Cather has a... Fuck did I read here? Huh. It's a little bit of gibberish there. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have. Oh, and then our bank, or what would you call it? Where we're keeping all our gold was broken into.
Well, no, we went on the campaign to the north.
Yeah.
That big thing that happened.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah. Sorry, is anyone else keeping notes?
In my mind.
Yeah, we ended up marching north to Urkery, to retake it for that guy, Samuel Jackson, who wanted his seat back at the Urkery Senate, I guess. Ended up diplomacing our way through that. No casualties, no war. It was pretty great. And then we ended up going further up to Keegan's dad's place. I can't remember the name of that place. Where are you from, Keegan?
Like Volhall or
Vallejo.
something? Yeah.
Vallejo. We went there and settled our army there, I guess. I'm pretty sure. And started building building up this place as our as the front line, as the war front, I guess, the inevitable war front. And then we got word from not for New Aven,
Jebedo.
yeah, saying that my vault had gotten broken into because I'm an idiot, and oh,
Not
my
your
stuff
fault.
got shit. All my stuff got stolen. Our stuff.
Your stuff.
Our
Yeah.
stuff got stolen.
Oh.
Spoken like a
Um,
true dwarf.
Yeah, and then we went back. We investigated. We also found out that one of them was left behind and captured, right? And then
Well,
interrogated.
what it was there was 8 of them. 2 of them went to go assassinate the Empress, and 6 of them went to go raid the vault. We determined that with the numbers being skewed like that the vault was their main priority, and the Empress was a side objective.
Yeah, just a fun little side thing they could do if they want. Anyway, then we I think it was Aklo and Charlie who good cop bad cop them into that guy
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
into giving us the information we needed, which wasn't much, right?
We failed pretty hard at that, and we just ended up using the rod.
Because you had to use sissy methods.
I know. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to torture people in my presence.
You should be. Anyway, and then we contacted MacBur and we put a hit on the party that had stolen from us, and I think they actually kind of captured them. It's not really clear how they got our stuff from those guys, but they have some of our stuff.
They have all of our stuff.
We've only confirmed that the suit's here.
Yes, but they also did say that they recovered everything. So
Anyway, we went. We camped. Me and Aklo camped up all the way there, separate from the rest of the party because I wanted to keep my piggy with me, and we had a good little time. And then, oh, I feel like we just described 2 episodes, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And anyway, then we finally arrived at MacBur with everyone else, and they told us that our stuff got reclaimed and legally belongs to other people now, even though it's stolen property, and that shouldn't work. Anyway, they ended up breaking into a warehouse. Charlie turned into a mouse, hopped into Aklo's pocket, and they did a cool little caper where Charlie wrote in an inkwell of his tail a note to Aklo, and then they found out where our stuff was going to be taken to, and now we're at an interview with the people who took it. Right? They do that last bit well? Yeah. No one else got anything to add?
Oh, that sounds good.
So gravy.
Okay, so you guys entered the room, and before you this is what you see, right? 4 burly-looking men holding melee weapons, 3 holding crossbows, and some sort of leather armored wood elf. She has a staff, and then in the middle, on a giant pile of pillows, is this giant of a man wearing the dark dragon plate. The helm of the ensemble is on the floor to his left. He looks up at you. He's like, "Oh ho ho! The delegation from New Avant. Oh, it's good to see you."
I see you've recovered our property.
"I've recovered some property."
All right,
Have the
roll
shadows
initiative.
started to creep in yet?
Yeah, you want to fight, Gatbark?
No, hold on.
Aw.
I asked him, have the shadows started to creep in yet?
He looks at you and he goes, "What you talking about, my boy?"
Oh, that armor, it's very cursed.
He narrows his eyes and he just smiles at you. And he says, "I've never felt better. Oh yeah."
I
And-
look over at Keegan.
The shadows, they feed on your life force. And soon, you will become like one of them.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel great.
Insight and medicine
Yeah,
checks.
you feel numb because you're losing feeling in your body.
Roll, roll insight and medicine.
All of us?
Yeah. Yes.
Whoa, Aklo.
Oof.
So Aklo, you think he's telling the truth. Gapbark, nothing's wrong with him.
Maybe I just look over at Keegan. Maybe you're the one that's cursed.
This guy's a human.
Yep.
Well, he was.
He looks
Hmm.
like Raccoon
Okay.
Wait, from Street Fighter?
from DBZ.
Oh, okay.
Come on, guys.
yes.
That's so long ago. That's like
Akuma.
So he goes,
yeah.
you know, thanks for the tip about these bandits, these no good property dispossessing thieves. Thanks for the tip. And he like kind of like snaps his fingers, and one of the crossbowmen kind of like kicks a leather sack towards you, and kind of like it hits the ground, and you hear some objects.
Like he hacky sacks it
I run
over
up
to
and
us.
It's
That's
a
pretty
pretty big
rude.
sack.
I run up and grab it and I open it.
It's it has 6 orc heads in it.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can have those. And you know, in a gesture of good faith, you can have these as well. And he gives you the this like the hand. It's in like a bird cage. Instead of like the glass bottle. It's in
Not the
bird
jar
cage.
anymore?
Not the jar. Um, he's like, that thing is fucking weird. And then he flicks the pick back at you and kind of like
I don't
hits
let
the
it touch me.
floor.
I just let it hit the floor.
Okay.
I like get out of the way.
Well, I walk over and grab my hand.
And then
Hey, little guy.
he
Welcome
tosses a
home.
little bag, and he's like, and a token for the amazing tip you sent Macber's way.
What's the
Who is
token?
this guy to Macber? What is? I don't remember it.
He's
If we
the
talk about
leader of the, I believe it was called Red Hawk mercenary band.
Yep. He's the CEO.
Are
in
they an
this
employee of the city? Like, how
corporate
big are they?
republic.
like a PMC more like
Yeah, because we know that this city's like basically like run like protected by mercenaries, right?
Yeah, what do we
So
know
is
about
he
this
one of
city?
the mercenary groups that are protecting the city, or what? Or is he just like a company?
We're just
being run
having
from
this
the city?
conversation out in the open.
Well,
No, we're
I
having
guess
a
I could
hero
just ask.
huddle.
I guess I just, or we can just ask him since we're just here.
Yeah, just ask.
So,
him.
so wait a minute. By you giving us this stuff back, you were admitting that the stuff that you've collected is in fact our property. So I would say that that armor you're
It was your
wearing
property.
is ours. And if you wish to keep it, we should be at least be properly compensated.
What would you consider proper compensation?
2,000
Oh, I mean,
gold.
what is full ancient plate mail like that worth
This
on the
rusty
market
set
these days?
of nothing. Weren't you were just saying it was cursed, boy.
Rusty set of nothing. Why do you want to keep it then?
Because I think it looks good.
Hey, do you want to trade with my armor? I got like this like sweet set of like bug armor. It's very resistant against piercing attacks. and it weighs half as much as that.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like a dragon.
But this looks like a giant beetle.
Okay.
And we can
I mean, at least
confirm
500
here that
gold, I'd
100%
gives
this
you the-
piece of armor is not cursed.
I'm literally wearing it. It's good.
Well, he's literally wearing.
I
his-
mean, fine. If you wear that armor too long, I mean, you will die.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, but I rolled 24 on my deception.
Okay.
Because like I wore it before and it sapped my life force. And is my finger, my hands like my like fingers necrofied or something, right?
Yeah.
So I like take off the gauntlet and I like show him my like pinky or whatever that was like had the life force like sapped from it.
I collect all those heads and I throw them over my shoulder and I march back to the.
My
bottom.
treasures.
Yeah.
He laughs and like pulls off one of the gauntlets, and two of his fingers are dull and gray. And he goes,
You got me beat, bro.
Pulls his pants down.
and he goes, "Death comes for every man. Ho ho ho! Even still, this armor makes me feel good."
It does it by making you numb to the feeling in your body. It's kind of like a drug.
You
How
don't
many-
know what you're
how-
talking about, boy.
How many heads are in here?
6.
6.
6 heads.
There was 8 people altogether, right?
So one got away.
No, there was 2 that went for the queen. One of them got killed. One of them got captured, and then
Right,
6
one
went
got
for the
killed.
vault.
Right, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't remember that one guy.
Jeez, guys, this happened like a week ago.
We can all agree that this armor is worth at least 500 gold.
Yes. I mean,
500 gold? Done.
What?
What was that?
No.
And I'll have my people do it up immediately.
All right. We didn't win anyway, did we, guys?
We don't.
No, we kind of like I pull Aklo like a little sidebar over to the side, right? And it's like I believe that Duth is looking for this armor for nefarious purposes, and we cannot, in good conscience, leave it here.
I say, Callie, we're looking for Urduth too. He's willing to give us 500 gold. Let's just let Urduth come to us.
And stay here for how long, though?
Well, we do need to stay in the city to bring because this city was on our next on our hit list to bring
Matt?
to our side.
Yeah.
I lean into.
I'm
Kiki and I say,
messaging
"Don't
you
call it a
something
hit
right now,
list."
Mark. Okay.
Yeah, is it? Please do.
What?
Urdu stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can hear you tapping away there, Matt.
I know, but you can't see what I'm saying.
Oh, well, he
Ha!
For all we know, he's like surfing porn. So
I've got
So,
super ears, man.
I'm sitting beside him. I do know.
Tasker stomps on the floor, and the buxom redhead in military gear pokes her head into the room, and he's like, "Get these people 500 gold, and get me a contract of property transference, an official one that is in accordance with the act updated 5 months ago." Ho ho ho!
I sent you a message on Facebook.
all
And
right,
she
like I'm not opposed to this.
Ho ho ho!
Oh, hey, is there any dwarves in here? Any of those medium
No.
dwarves? Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm covering all my bases. Yeah, I'm done with. I'm good.
No one was gonna wear this armor anyway.
All right, I can see that I am outnumbered.
Yeah, I mean, like I think I've already expressed what I think of her, dude. He's like this bumbling fool. Like,
So you guys got the hand, the pick, and 750 gold in total.
cool. Should I put it in our sack?
Oh yeah, baby.
Not the head sack.
Yeah. Wrong sack.
Why are you holding on to that?
I'm gonna keep it. Hold on. Tasker, what plans do you have for the next coming days?
What plans? What
Got any
plans?
jobs?
Well, He looks at you and kind of like, it's trade secrets, boys, but I'll let you know because we've been watching you. You from New Advent. You just had a
How
military
many
offensive
spies?
against Urkery. Ho ho ho! Not a single death. Very interesting. Your overwhelming field advantage must have been so much that they couldn't bear to have battle with you. Well, it won't be like that in here in Macber. No, siree.
Do you think you can take on the new empire by yourself?
I am but one mercenary band here. And even though I'm the best mercenary band here, it doesn't come close to the sheer magnitude of men we can field. Ho ho ho!
Out of character, how first of all, what's this town called?
Macber.
Macber. And how big is Macber compared to Urkery?
This is Urkery. Right?
Yeah.
This is Macber.
Probably about 30-40% bigger.
Heavens, and where are we located right now? No, I know where we are on the map, but like, where are we in Macber?
Oh,
In the place near
you're
building.
represented by the dragon, the silver dragon. Now you're just moving it around. You're ruining it.
So we're in the center of town.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is this is a trading port city. Like we run on finance. We don't like we're not even here for like as a military conquest. We just need to give them a sweet deal in the new empire, and they will join us.
And
Okay.
the
So
sweetest
we-
deal we can give them is probably
we
just
can-
fucking.
like-
Are we leaving this meeting now, or are we like? Because this guy really has nothing else to offer us, right?
Yeah, we should leave.
Yeah. You know what? Like we are building an army, so maybe we'll see each other again.
I'm going back to the inn with the heads, and then I'm waiting till tomorrow.
You say that,
To,
Keegan?
Yeah, I say that invitingly.
He's like, I'm a member of the Senate. Little old me. I sit on there, and just hearing you say that, oh boy, it's reaffirming knowing that we're starting a coalition. Yeah, us and Strail against
You got a coalition.
it. We have to reach out and protect ourselves against powers like you.
Powers like us are protecting this continent.
Is that what you think? Yeah, that's what they all say.
Like you should
I
find out what
also
actually you should have
protect this
find out what really
continent.
happened to Ekiri.
All I
It
saw.
wasn't the military.
We know.
It was negotiations.
Oh yeah.
Don't
you
come
showed
crying
up
to
with
us.
no
The
military.
new empire comes and bangs your door down.
Yeah,
you see, both
No,
of you. Both of you.
Not. I don't consider us the new empire. I consider my brother's new empire the new empire.
Oh, your brother.
We're the old empire.
As if you're not working together with your brother.
You're obviously a blind fool drunk on dark magic.
Whoa now.
You're not there. Oh yeah, you are.
That I've heard stories about you, Shadow Elf. The Shadow Elf General from New Advent. Yes, I've heard the stories. He narrows his eyes. And if you think that I'll give you a single piece of this glorious city of Macber, well, you're wrong, boy. Ho ho ho!
and I.
We can just move in once my brother kills you all, I guess.
Get out of my office.
Oh, that's what I said. Walk out. All right, well, I'll walk out with my bird-caged hand.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with the hand?
I don't know.
You should name
What does it
Kill
eat?
it.
What do I feed it?
Kill it.
I think it feeds on. I think it's like a parasite. It feeds on your nutrition, like magically or something. I mean,
Well,
that's
And on
like
the hatred for
It
you.
wouldn't be a parasite though,
Everyone
because your
roll
hand
Arcana.
normally isn't a parasite.
Roll
but
what,
this
sorry,
is
Markeng?
this is clearly
Arcana check.
My
Bam.
Kater, that's exactly how this hand sustains itself. You like point to
Oh,
Keegan.
thank God we answered that question.
I've seen this before. Yes, these hands are sustained through magical transference of your spirit force anytime you eat.
Well, Kater, what do you recommend I do with this thing? Do I destroy it? Do I?
I'd burn it.
why don't you put it back on?
Yeah,
I'd
but
burn it.
I'm getting the feeling you'd burn a lot of things, Kater.
These these new hands are
True,
pretty sweet,
Gadbar,
but
very true.
if this
Like,
thing's out to kill me every time I fall asleep, I'm.
Wait, was this guy wasn't working with Reduce, right? The leader of Macberg, he just intercepted, right? The riders?
Roll, I guess roll insight. He's probably.
But that's
not
what happened,
working.
right?
That's what he says. He's like he said he was operating entirely off your tip.
So we've left this room, right?
yeah.
We can have a private conversation on the street.
Yeah,
No,
he
let's go
told.
back to the next day.
Get out of my fucking office. He just stayed there.
I rolled a 23, Markeng.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, no, yeah, you think he's telling the truth? That
Okay.
he was operating off your tips.
Well, since we're here, let's I don't really care about their dude and his like petty little games. We have, I think we
He'll
have.
destroy us all! I grab him.
Yeah, okay.
His muscly arm.
Oh, cool, dude. All right. But we got real big deal here. We should think of a way to bring this city. Like we need to find something to offer
We
them.
can probably do it right now.
Yeah, well, that's what we're gonna
we
talk
kicked
about,
us out of
right?
his office, right?
You just walk into his office and chop his head off.
Not
No.
him, but I mean the city. Like,
I'm like, I look at Kater like, now you're talking.
No.
Okay, so wait, but before we go too far from here, with Katar's natural 20 on Arcana, would he have any idea of what I should do with these hands?
Burn him.
No, but you're saying that, but the information that you get from God, what is that?
It
Burn him.
doesn't matter because he wants you to burn them.
well, they're your hands. Why don't you put them back on?
They're
Get
not
rid of
his
those,
hands
like-
anymore.
I can't
What?
take the bracers off.
But you
They're
could.
like sealed to my wrists and cut my
You
hands
have
off.
to remove the curse.
You just do
Yeah,
remove curse,
we'll
right?
just do some surgery.
Yeah.
Remove your hand, and we'll reattach your real ones.
For as long as I have these bracers on with
That
those hands
surgery does
alive.
not exist.
You're telling me that you got all this like crazy magics, and you can't like reattach a hand.
It's crazy, man. It's
We
Again,
do
I'm
have-
asking Markeng.
You can take the braces off.
I mean,
My
out
hands
of
will fall
character,
off, right?
there is like 6th level magic that does regrow limbs.
yeah, but who has 6th level magic?
None of us. We're at 4th level.
What
right
is the
now.
6th
Give
level
me
magic you
3
speak
weeks.
of? Ways of magics are strange.
Anyway,
would-
so it's
Would burning them even do anything bad, Markeng?
Yes.
You know, I'm just thinking if that thing like feeds off of your life force, if your hand burns, it's probably gonna be really painful for you.
That's
maybe.
what I'm thinking, yeah.
here. I take the bird
Yes.
bird
it would
cage and I
probably be
pinch him.
bad.
I pinch the hand. Do you feel anything, Mark?
Does the hand
Yeah,
let you
close,
pinch
right?
it? What is it like trying to like wrestle your fingers?
My big old mitts. Ain't nothing stopping them.
You think you feel someone pinching your hand?
Jesus,
Okay, I spit on him.
stop that, Gadbark.
I shake the
He
cage.
puts them down his pants.
Okay, so what are you guys doing, yo?
All
Should
right,
maybe go back to the inn?
Yeah, let's go back to the
yeah.
next day.
Yeah, we should decide what we want to do with the city because they're in the talks with making a coalition with that other city. So maybe if we can beat them to it, like if we
Alright.
can beat them to Strahl, and then we can pressure Macberg into joining us, or we can just offer Macberg something something really nice, like 0 tariffs on their trades or something like that. You know, just to get them in.
If you want, I can send word to Vallejo to march our army right now.
No, that's not gonna do anything. Like
That will.
See, the problem is now that we've taken Urkery and your dad runs that other city. If Zleen ever attacked, those cities are getting attacked before Macbert. So like they already have a bit of a wall
Yeah.
as far as like cannon fodder from the
Markeng, I
actual
messaged you on
war, right?
Facebook.
Anyway, I need to
So-
redo my spell list.
Well, the thing is, if the city is a hard point, they'll go around it.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the map, there's a huge amount of distance. They can just like go around the city.
Okay, well let's go take a long rest back at the inn
Yeah.
Sweet.
and discuss what we actually want to do because Gatbart needs to rest and do his spells.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good.
And I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with this fucking hand.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Actually, let's talk about what we're gonna do because I do have to.
Okay,
if I'm gonna do
so
my whole spell list.
what part?
What do you do?
Good end, bad end. Where you going?
Let's go.
We should stay
let's-
in like we should
let's
stay on the
go-
other side of the river.
We already had an inn, right?
We're staying Dawnwood.
That's a bad end.
Yeah,
No,
we don't want to. We want to
No,
stay
let's go
in.
somewhere good. We don't want to look like a bunch of bums.
Yeah.
Especially
Yep.
if we're trying to like get the city.
Well, I mean, I've been sleeping on the street, so
Yeah, but that's normal for you though.
Yeah.
Having nice beds and baths and a good meal would be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you determine how many spell slots you get? Sorry.
It tells you in
There's
your
a chart.
chart.
Okay, Marking, how much for a nice inn?
1 gold for each of you.
Okay,
What level are you?
so 4
I
Except
am
for me, I'm just hanging out.
I have
Alright.
4. I have 4 level 2, 4 level 1, and 2 level 2.
Okay, I'll take it out of our treasury, okay?
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
thank
for a
you.
third caster.
That includes dinner and breakfast.
Oh, full service. That's cool.
In our own room each.
Yeah.
Edgar, yours is
Um,
4331.
So
Okay.
you guys,
There's a meeting room probably in this inn, right?
yeah, there is, but that's extra.
Whatever, man. We'll
and
pay it.
That's for meetings.
Like a private dining room.
No.
I say we just rented the top floor of a fucking inn.
Whoa, we're all ballers now.
Yeah, we're like a diplomatic mission for the
Yeah,
old
we are.
empire.
All right. Can we
like we're
let's-
balling.
let's rent a meeting room and let's
You
get
wanna,
some
like,
like and get some service in
Push
here.
your okay. How much?
Like we fucking put the flag on the outside of the inn.
I think Katera's a bad influence, you guys.
Yeah. Let's
Like,
spend all your money.
Let's just rent a meeting room and like have catering, and we can talk about this.
Okay,
We can
it'll
have
Would
a
it be
meeting.
like 5 gold?
Yeah.
5 gold. All right.
Can we just make like 3,000?
No, we just made
3,500?
750.
You just
We still got almost 1,000 gold in our treasury in that bag. Our
We
new
just
mobile
carry it
treasury.
around and fucking-
Yeah.
So you guys get your hands on a private dining room.
What's the inn called?
The spoon and cup,
Spoon and cup.
and then like
Spoon and cup.
the sign is like cut into the shape of a teacup and a teaspoon. Because it's a fancy inn.
Very fancy.
The patrons, the type of patrons in the lowest kind of tavern floor. You're on the 3rd floor, right? The 2nd floor consisting of high quality rooms. And there's some on the 3rd floor as well. Actually, not all of the 3rd floor is private dining room. But there's some on the 3rd floor. But on the 1st floor, it's kind of like expedited couriers, high class merchants, and like traveling landowners. That's the kind of type that are in the lower section of this place.
Cool. Maybe we can. Maybe we can bring a consultant in on how to like. Who knows something about the city, about the politics in the city.
Oh,
a good
okay.
idea.
Because I have a feeling that there's gonna be a big production to bring the city over to our side. So we should get someone who's like a native here.
This is the same day. Or
Yeah,
the
same
next
day.
Okay.
I think we
so-
should. I think we should just take that fucker out, man.
He's
I'm
part of the. He's part of the city council. If we take him, it's.
Who was that lady in Slean that we met up with?
Oh, I forget her name.
Hmm.
I just create the can really quick. Sorry.
How dare.
We're at the hour
This
mark.
guy and his
Wine
priorities.
Aldrif. That's our
Why don't we call the army up?
like. It's pointless. We don't want like a military confrontation here.
We're discussing all possible. This is a discussion, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Discuss all options. You should bring. You should start mobilizing at least.
they're at the front lines, and every time we mobilize the army, it's increasing their stress levels. It's like hitting our reserves of food. It's like hitting our supplies. It's not free when we mobilize an army like
It's
that.
not free, but they haven't really had any confrontations. They haven't fought.
That's
They're-
good.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So they're pretty fresh.
Okay.
They're probably pretty high morale.
So that's one.
Okay, yeah, all right.
What is the name of the lady from Celine?
Why not Audrey?
Why not? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna send a message to Wine Audrey saying, who is the representative for MacBur? You can reply to this message.
Like, because yeah.
Who is this?
Fucking damn it! All right, so that's one spell slot I just burned. Okay, it's Gatbark, the guy who is protecting Octavia.
Okay, so what was your initial question?
Who's a good representative
representative.
from MacBur?
A good representative. Okay. So she gives you the name of a enchanter who is like the head of a local guild union. His name is her name is Serafina Oxtail.
Serafina Oxtail. Okay.
Yeah.
I tell the boys, and also I tell them that I only have 2 messages left because I fucked up.
It's funny.
I'm back.
No, wait a minute. She should have recognized me.
She just wanted to fuck with you.
What a dick. Yeah, the creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you. It can answer in a like manner. So I
You think
say,
you're that memorable?
yes?
He's a space dwarf.
To be fair, she definitely recognized him.
And she gave us the fucking princess. Was that like a thing that didn't matter? I want my 1 spell slot back.
She was really focused on the muscles of Keegan and the jawline of Aklo.
Whatever, man. The day's almost over. I don't care. And I believe it. I believe it.
So, what are you guys discussing in your private dining room?
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. We need to find someone that we can talk to, like to bring in as a consultant and how we can take the city.
Well,
That was one suggestion. The other one was like we go to
Foxtail.
the other place. Fuck is the place? The one down the river, and then like since they're negotiating with that, we can give them a sweeter offer. Then we can have MacBurb on all sides, and we can just pressure them to join.
Oh, you're talking about Strail.
Yeah, Strail. Yeah.
Go and take Strail first. Yeah, the person we should talk to here is that lady I just said, Foxtail.
Okay.
Foxtail, yeah.
While we're here, we should like bring her in, like to a meeting.
Who's good at sending urchins to go talk to ladies?
We're not sending an urchin, man.
It's the best way.
No, we're not like a bunch of like thugs.
You
and,
just
like...
can't charm a lady with a knife.
You guys are gonna go in person?
Yeah, let's do that. I mean, unless you guys got some other ideas that you want to discuss, because we just have all of our options that we want to explore like figured out. And we also have like, although like I would like have it as like the last option, actually bring our military up, like
Okay.
mobilize it in this direction. Yeah.
I mean, we
So-
could do that.
The thing is, they're mercenaries here. They want a battle, so they get all paid,
Yeah.
right? So it's gonna be a complete different thing from like a sovereign that's trying to protect his people.
So, what if we were to, like, strike them where they get their supplies and their food and their
You see all those sprawling suburbs
yeah,
and all those
all those
things. There's gonna
poor innocent people.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So let's talk to this foxtail and try to bring them into the fold peacefully, like we did before, because that's been working for us.
I don't think
well.
Markeng's gonna let us do that again.
All right, if he doesn't, that's also fine.
Well, I
Well,
wasn't planning on letting you do it with the last one, and then you did it. So
Yeah, like
there's a mountain meme in D&D right now that's fucking taking over.
2
all
seconds.
yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what options we have here. Maybe there's a opportunity that we can even at least have them as our ally, even if they don't join us.
Yeah.
You know, but regardless, we're gonna have to take Strahl, regardless of what happens here. But if there's an easy way to get these people to join, then Strahl comes with them. So if their discussion goes through,
Well, let's try that first.
yeah.
Okay, so now can it be the next day?
you can talk to Seraphina on this day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
okay.
Yeah.
The appointment with Tasker was pretty early. Then you went and got rooms and came to this, and so it's probably like 4 o'clock kind of deal. So Wina Odrith told you that she lives. Her estate is in Moontown. So
Moontown.
you go find it, and one of her servants greets you at the door, the gates of the estate, the front gates of the estate, and
Yo, I'm interested in Screen End right beside Smoke Fair. That's
Green End right beside.
yeah.
You know what's going
Yeah.
on.
yeah.
Hibbity-dibbity. How can I help the good sirs today?
Who and what is this guy?
He is a lizard man, with flaking skin. He's quite old, very rickety. He's from
Kill him.
Salazar, so he's like kind of like orangish, and he has like yellowed horns.
Is he armored?
Yeah, but they look
Is he a eunuch?
like
You can't tell.
Can't tell Charlie either.
no, he's wearing like servant's clothes.
Go ahead, Keegan.
All right, we're here to see what's her name?
Why not?
No,
no.
Foxtail.
Foxtail. What's her full name?
Foxy Cleopatra.
Seraphina Oxtail.
Oh, it's
not Fox-
Oxtail?
It's Oxtail.
I've been saying it Foxtail.
Yeah, you almost got me going.
We're here to see Seraphina Oxtail.
Ooh, you are here to see the lady. Well, let me inform her that she has visitors.
A delegation from New Advent.
And
Oh,
why
my.
not?
Oh, from friends of Lady Winer. Well,
Yes.
come inside then. You can wait inside.
We're her trusted deliverers.
Yes, I'm sure. And he leads you inside, and it's like a small little courtyard where there's like potted plants and statues and a little fountain and stuff, and then there's a little benched area where there's a few benches kind of arranged in a semicircle. He's like,
What is the statue of?
the statues of Kaineros. He's just like pushing this plow, kind of like a reverse wheelbarrow.
Okay.
And you guys wait for a bit. Then a lizard woman comes out, and
I left a bag of heads in our inn.
Room service. Ah!
she's wearing like a blue. She's wearing a blue silken dress, and kind of walks up, and then addresses you. Delegation from New Avent. My name is Seraphina Uxtail. How can I help you this afternoon?
Good to see you. We came here on recommend from Wina Aldrith. As you might know, we are trying to create a new empire under the Empress, and we wanted to know what it would take to bring the city aligned with us.
Why would you want to do such a thing?
Which
want
part?
We want to oppose the tyranny and the violence and the murders that's going on in Zelene.
And to do that, you need to impose such things to do that? You wish to bring about a new empire. How is that any better than what is Zelene trying to attempt right now?
We're we're not trying to coerce you.
Yeah, we're making a deal here. We just want to know what it will take. We're open to a lot of possibilities. We're open. Our primary objective is to take back Zelene and bring peace to the land.
Well, you don't need a new empire to do that. Have you ever thought about working together with people?
That's exactly what we're talking about.
No, you're talking about lording over people. Macbur and Strail are already working together, boys. We're already working together in a great federation of city-states, not an empire. Why would Macbur ever want to be under the boot of New Avent?
Would you rather be under the boot of whatever's coming from the north? Have you heard what's happened there?
I've heard.
You've seen it with your own eyes. The senseless deaths. Or are you not worried about that for your people?
From the north? What do you mean the north?
Zelene and the horrible new empire that's taking over the world?
Zelene is to the west.
Well, it's kind of north.
You're right. But
the road goes west.
Have you heard what's happening in Bogdale to the north? The actual north? Boy.
But of course.
What's happening in
She like
Vodka?
crosses her arms and kind of tilts her head and looks at you. She starts tapping her foot. Well, do go on.
No, you go on. It would be rude. You're the hostess.
Well, let me tell you about King Charles moving his orc hordes into Bogdale and imposing a rule of tyranny, chaining up the folks and pushing them into lumber gangs in the swamps of Bogdale.
Well, that sounds truly horrible. Sounds like you could probably use some help.
And you know how he justifies it?
How?
You're going to tell me, I assume.
He says that it's a response, a necessary measure to the spread of new imperialism done by the generals of New Avent.
Imperialism is nothing new in this continent.
Well, I, Serafina Oxtail, am just trying to help the people, and imperialism will not help us.
You sound pretty high and mighty for a lady that lives so well off while there's so many poor around you.
I can
I don't see
only
you
do
helping
so
any of
much.
the people in the streets. How is that any kind of cooperation?
If I starve, I won't be able to help.
Ah, yes, if you starve. How many are starving outside these gates?
Too many, and it's a shame, and I'm doing my best. But I'm not gonna open my house to everyone. That wouldn't work either. So I must keep this little, small, tiny slice of wealth that I have. She like gestures to her fine estates.
Is it really nice?
Spoken
estate?
like
It's
all
really
Hillel
nice.
rich.
It's in like
We-
the
this is
dopest
We
before-
say
parts
that,
of-
but the guy that's talking is like in this like full plate studded with
yeah.
Well-
yeah.
Yeah, but this is in the service of
Sword
protecting the
gilded with
people.
silver. Yeah. But yes, anyways,
Do you know what happens to people like you after a siege?
her face darkens and she
Your,
says,
your
"Don't
estates will
threaten
be
me,
chopped
boy."
up. I'm not threatening you. And don't call me boy.
My estates are my own, and I'll defend them.
Can I say that with like an intimidation roll?
Sure. Give me
Sounds
an
like
idea.
all you're worried about is holding onto your wealth.
We offer you a line, and you would have us join your enemies.
Oh, I did not at all.
I say that with intimidation.
I'm gonna get you.
Give me a roll, Kevin. Huh. The Federation will resist the new empire,
Sure
soon
seems
to
like
be
gonna bring an
the
invasion.
empire, if the rumors are true, she says, looking at Aklo. King Charles sent out a warning to us.
How does she know who I am right off the bat when I'm wearing a mask and hood?
Because you're the
'Cause
delegation
you're with
from.
us.
Yeah.
Are
You're
you
with
like?
us.
She sees your
Yeah.
your fucking hands.
Um,
I'm wearing
your
gloves.
shadow. She knows.
She
Yeah, I mean,
knows.
it's kind of obvious when
Like
there's
who else could it
the
be?
5 generals,
Yeah.
right?
oh, we
You've
do
been,
have
you've been around with
his
the
hair.
mask for a month at this point,
Okay.
so she knows. You guys are famous.
Hey, look.
Stop that.
We aren't trying to take over your city or anything. We just we're trying to put an army together so we can take back Spain.
Well, perhaps an alliance could be negotiated.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. Perhaps. What would it take? What would it take? Since like what would it take to have you join us in our alliance against Lean?
Imminent threat from Zleen, of course. Some sort of demonstrable army east of Zleen, or perhaps some sort of unfortunate terrorist incidents. And she kind of like leans her head forward and like lifts her eyes suggestively.
No.
Like you should realize our front lines are Vallejo, and if they break through that, the Macberg will be next.
Macbur will stand strong on its own, with or without this new empire.
All right, I'm gonna see insight to see if we can even change your mind.
Well, we already
Yeah.
we already like I mean huddle. Let's huddle for a second. Like we already know. Like we already got
Really?
some information from them. Hey, dude, you know.
Okay, so what do you want to? So you know that she
Is this
is
a
willing.
conviction?
She like knows that Zleen is a threat. She doesn't really think that Aklo is working with his brother. But she is seriously worried about not worried, but like the King Charles information is affecting her
Charles the Orc.
affecting her decision heavily.
And what are you doing for Stral against Bogdale, if there's such an issue? Like, can you afford to look at that side and to Zelina as well?
Well, the Senate has been talking about coming together with King Charles of Orkbridge. It would be similar. I don't see how it's any different from joining you Imperials, but they seem to think that King Charles is a better alternative to Zleen or New Avent.
What
You
if
know,
we
King
eliminate
Charles.
that threat?
King Charles sent assassins to assassinate the Empress. He's a willing child killer.
Such is the way with people that you associate with as well. She like looks at Aklo suggestively.
We
Yeah.
also have it on good authority that there is a man in Orkbridge who has the ear of King Charles, who does not, whose current ambitions involve bringing about an apocalyptic cataclysm.
That is the most vague piece of hearsay I have ever heard.
I'm just thinking,
Mr.
can you stop saying that to people? Like,
I'm sorry, it is very disconcerting to me.
like literal crazy person. Like,
What if we eliminate the threat of King Charles for you? What if we do that? What if we eliminate the threat of King Charles for you?
Why would you do that?
For good
We
faith.
care for the
Hey,
people of this continent.
no, I like shush you guys. Like, I think we got enough here. Let's get going. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch. I have this telepathy thing. You can reply.
It'll be me.
Yeah, it's gonna be me.
Okay.
And then I send her a message to show her what's going on. and
Send the
how
wink,
actually-
a sideways winky face.
and
I had a good time. Let's do it again. Okay. Hey guys, let's go to Straw right away. They're doing nothing against Bogdale. If we can take the threat out, like I think we can bring Straw on our side.
What is
Okay.
it? Just some orcs?
Yeah, some orcs.
yeah.
And the
they're
reason that
being
Straw's
Okay,
joining
roll
Mattberg-
history. Roll history.
Okay.
Who? Erwin?
Everyone.
Hey,
Oh.
Markeng, in my backstory, I talk about taking down an orc fortress. Can it be near Bogdale?
Yeah.
Can I have advantage on this history roll?
Yeah.
Kelly
Ooh,
Keek already hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
That dirty 20.
So at the very least, Katakiki knows. Gap Park has heard some of these things. So basically, the military strength, like Orkbridge is a like the nomadic tribes of this island brought material to Orkbridge over time and built it up, and it's never been like a chartered city with a stable government kind of deal. It's always been like a nomadic waypoint in this little piece of
Like the Dothraki, like their city of stones.
yes, and it used to be better when the orcs had access to this stretch of land, but now like that the great ancient bridge to the north was destroyed, they only were able to range south, and were cut off from the majority of their logistical resource supply when the empire came north and kind of whipped the nomadic tribes of Orkbridge. They took the main son of the head tribe, like the head chieftains of the main tribe's head chieftain. That's what I'm trying to say. They took his son and in true imperial fashion brought him to Zleen, educated him, named him Charles. Right? That's not his orc name. That's his imperial name. And eventually Charles went through the University of Zleen and like became a well-studied orc and went back to lead his people and unified the tribes and began a series of like infrastructure projects and bringing Orkbridge up to like the modern age kind of deal. But in doing that, in unifying the tribes, he consolidated all of the military strength of Orkbridge into a mighty force.
Cool.
Part of which is like the tithe from Orkbridge Zupka was commanding, right? So you have some of his imperial troops, I guess, stationed in Vlehall.
Can you put a place right there in that forest and call it Penthea?
Call it what?
Penthea. Penthia.
So, base your decision off of that.
Okay.
Hmm.
So just from the map, it looks like Bogdale is separate bridge by quite a bit. There's no road. There's probably response is gonna be like super slow if they send anything out. And we should go to Strahl quickly and try to negotiate a deal to like stop these raids.
Well, it seems like they already have some sort of foothold in Bogdale if they're setting up lumber camps.
For sure, yeah.
So we can probably wager that there is a bulk of their army somewhere in Bogdale to, maintain order in these camps.
So either assassination in Orkbridge or uprising in Bogdale. I offer.
Yeah, that both of them sounds good, but I don't think going into Orkbridge is gonna be like we don't fit. We'll stand out, you know.
Probably
Because
where
fair enough.
Wuth is
It looks like
too.
it looks like one of those places that sound very monocultural. Orkbridge, orcs that live on bridges. Yeah, we don't look like orcs that live on bridges.
How long will it take us to get to Strail?
It's on road, so it should be pretty quick.
Well, it depends.
6 days.
It would take us about 6 days. It'd take you about a week.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got something called Long Rider. You can just make my pig fast.
That's for like an hour.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Okay.
Do it all the
Well-
time, man. Use all your spells.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back to you. I'm just gonna throw my dog downstairs because he's annoying the crap out of me.
Toss it down the
With
stairs.
one hand, yeah.
Yeah,
Eat the
out
dog.
window.
I'll be right back too.
All right, now time to meta game.
1 hour.
I got a spell called Speak with Dead. I'm gonna speak to these heads.
I knew you were gonna do something
Oh
fucking
my
creepy.
lord!
My people are all about ancestor worship. This isn't creepy. Fuck you.
This isn't ancestors though. This is like murderers.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I need to interrogate them.
they're just gonna fucking wake up and start screaming. Yeah. Okay. So we have to assume, or I'm going to assume. I don't know about you guys,
Yeah.
that Erduth has the ear of of King Charles,
Yeah, for sure. From the
Probably-
interview that we had. Yeah.
right?
What if he is King Charles?
He's not going to be King Charles.
He's not gonna be
But what
king
a twist
anything.
it would be.
Like,
King Charles sounds like he's done far more work than Erduth is capable of in a week.
Yeah,
Like he can-
so
like he
does
can read?
Octavia.
he can
And
read.
that's a baby.
Yeah. Like Ackle's hand has done more than our dude. Like,
We also have a whole bunch of that stuff going on in the east. That war that I keep forgetting about with the
You mean the
all
West?
the dwarves. What?
yeah, because they
Yeah,
got
sorry, the west.
Yo, yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
subjugating some. Yeah,
Okay, so subjugating. You guys going to Strail?
yeah,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna have to give them a way better offer than Macberg is.
Why do we even need to give an offer? We don't need to have every city subjugated to us. We just need
Well,
to have them.
We're not subjugating.
No, the thing about Macberg is that it's behind us. So if they join with Zleen, they're gonna be a big problem, especially because they're a mercenary city, and we don't exactly have like an empire's coffers of gold, you know. I mean, if you don't think they're an issue, then I'm all ears, and we can deal with something, and we can like look on other ways.
Well, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. To be honest, like me,
I
myself,
just like listening to what we were talking about, or what you guys were talking about to her.
Yeah.
It made it seem like you guys were ready to just kick the door in.
Well,
And
that's not what I
that is-
wanted to do.
That is
I'm not,
definitely not going to work with Macborough.
no. Well, that's not what it is. We're trying to pressure them to become our allies, kind of thing. Because it sounds like they're already financially independent. We got nothing to offer them as an empire, like actually nothing.
Well, we can offer them their shared security.
Their finances.
It's a
run on
buyer's
security.
it's a buyer's market for them. They could easily just ally with Zleen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we got to be a better ally.
And paid men are like much more willing to fight, especially because that's how they get
Tell
paid.
me about it. I'm an ex-slave.
And not only that, I don't like personally. I don't buy into this like empire deal either. Like, I don't give a damn about this empire.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only concerned with like bringing peace to the land.
Yeah.
Same here. Also, Edgar, not Gatbark, but Edgar.
Yo.
Can you do me a favor? Could you be keeping a correspondence with Jebediah like every night?
What?
Use at least one message before you go to bed to speak to Jebediah, so we know if anything fucking. Oh, by the way, we were raided again.
Yeah.
Dear Jebediah, today I went to a lady's house and told her I could telepathically talk to her. What did you do?
We're doing this now. This is the thing we got to do now. One more thing for Jebediah to do.
That's you only have 25 words, Jebediah. You can
It's
reply
like,
this.
hey, he's like having his like after a day of really hard work, he's like having his relaxing night, and it's like fucking like person.
Yeah, sitting at his just got home, sitting in front of a bowl of noodles.
Yeah, and it's like sliding into his DMs. It's like.
All quiet on the home front.
I can do that, yeah. I only have one slot to do that with.
Can't you? You can remember. You can always cast spells with a higher slot. It's just if it
I only
doesn't
have 4.
So you guys are going to Strail?
It's a level 3
Yeah.
spell.
Yes.
Well, I don't have Strail mapped out yet, but
just use the one.
Why?
Coming soon.
It's your fault for making them such a good lead.
So.
I don't think everyone's back yet, but
Yeah, we are.
There we are.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
There we go. I'm just gonna say.
Well, is it the next day?
Do you guys mind if I just like buff Little Nog a bit?
What?
Just so you guys all travel at the fucking same speed.
Yeah, can you make her large so that way I can
Large and
actually
in
take
charge, little Nog.
Sure, but
Markeng,
he counts as one of your retainers.
Markeng and Corey were talking to me about this other character that we've already met in this, that lizard man, and Corey was like, "What if he showed up and he had Big Nog, the dad of Lil Nog?" and I was losing my mind. I wish that happened organically and in game, but whatever.
Whatever.
It would have been so nuts, dude. Like
Big
I have no history for Big
What?
Dog Grid now, and I could be like, oh, that guy, that animal poacher we know, poached my animal.
So you guys take 7 days to get to Strail.
Well, hold on. Okay, so the very next day,
Yep.
you tore it. Hold on. Where's this fucking spell? All right.
Also, wait a second. Sidebar before we leave Macborough. Aklo, I know this is going to sound uncharacteristic of me, but do you think we should steal the armor from the Red Hawk?
You read my mind, baby.
Hey,
Like,
in our
like,
past experience with it, could you take it off, or did you
yeah,
have to get?
yeah, you could take it off, but we already got his money. I don't feel good about this.
I mean, could you take it off without cursed, without remove curse?
Yes, he put a glove on and then took it off.
Yeah,
But this motherfucker probably sleeps in it.
yeah.
Well, we can see.
We'll check on him on the way back and see if he's still alive. Even.
Fine. I just don't. I don't like the idea of leaving an objective
Well-
just out there.
The thing is, we got all the other artifacts. Right.
Yeah,
So if it's
But-
all locked together, maybe he needs all of it. Who knows? I don't know how this shit works, but like,
Well, through the interrogation, we learned that their main objective was the armor.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely the most expensive thing in there, because a full plate by itself is worth several magic items and gold coins, right?
Yes, but they were there. That was their primary objective
Yeah.
in the vault.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It is creepy and ghosty. Are we waylaid by enemies?
No, hold on. I'm doing my spell thing now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So very next day,
okay.
I open up that bag of heads and I cast
I hope you
Speak
do
with
this in
Dead,
your room by yourself.
Whoa, you badass!
and then I also cast
Wait.
a Zone of Truth.
What is he doing? Is he like reanimating a dead corpse?
No, I'm
In his-
I'm letting a
his own
dead
room
head
by
talk.
himself?
It's only casual necromancy.
Yeah, I don't know if my character's cool with this.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be doing it in front of you.
Yeah, necromancy. Anyways, necromancy is not otherworldly. It's
Yeah.
definitely
No,
something
but
of
it's
this plane.
definitely fucking
An
frowned upon.
abomination. Not in my religion. We worship our ancestors.
So where are you doing this?
Not near you, I guess.
Okay.
So how do you guys feel about necromancy?
None of you are here for this, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So,
I'd be all for it.
Yeah, well, what? They're alive, and I guess you have to do Zone of Truth wisdom checks for heads.
You have to choose a head. It's one corpse.
What? Oh, I can only do it for one corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which one looked like it had the best teeth?
Well, the leader.
Okay, you roll medicine
Okay.
to see this very obvious thing. Okay, so you find the one with the best teeth.
Okay. All right. So that one's the healthiest one. He's probably the leader. He probably got to
Okay,
eat first.
so it says the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer.
That's why I got Zone of Truth, baby.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Gatbark, you're the man.
It passes.
Anyway. What? Really? Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's dumb. Corey, you should give me that stick. Anyway.
Does
Hey,
it even work on a
my
corpse?
name's Gatbark. You robbed me. What the hell? Why?
Orders.
Hmm?
It says orders. Mission orders.
How'd you die?
Sword.
Remember, you can only ask 5 questions.
Well, it's not really giving me a lot of information, I guess. Is this worthless? I'm asking you,
Answers
Markeng.
are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. It says right there. So I'm trying to work
Okay.
within that.
It's like we walk by his room and we hear him like talking to the heads, like, and then I'm like, just keep walking faster.
Where were you going from here? What was your next stop?
It says back.
Back where?
Orkbridge.
Okay, all right. That's where Erdooth is. I think that one's a yes or no, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
That's my last question
Yeah,
too.
well, it doesn't know. It says doesn't say anything.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for.
Yeah, that's it. That's
all right. On to the next head. You gave me 6, baby. No, I'm done. All right. I throw that head in the trash because I can't do it again for the next 10 days.
Leave it for the maid.
Wow. We didn't leave a credit card on file, did we?
No, just a good name and a reputation.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Now we can leave.
Do you actually leave the head in the garbage?
No, I'm gonna take all the heads with me.
Okay.
So you guys leave.
But I need you to carry it because you're way stronger than me.
And travel.
No, I'm not carrying your fucking heads. Go bury it.
They're our
God
heads.
damn
for
it.
6.5 days to get to Strail. Along the way, you are stopped
And
by
heads are crazy
on
expensive
the
or crazy heavy. Like
4th day. You're stopped
And
by
crazy wise, apparently.
a
Yeah.
column of 20 mercenary horsemen.
Okay.
They are a mercenary company from Macbur, flying the flag of a blue turtle.
Yo, can I roll history to know anything about them?
Mm-hmm.
Turtle Company. Let's see.
This is the Blue Turtle Company.
That's funny.
A long-standing, well-established mercenary band from Macbur, one of the
cool.
top 3.
What kind of jobs do they take?
They basically no job is too small kind of thing is the prevailing like capitalistic philosophy of Macbur.
Okay.
So anything really, especially now that the old empire has dissolved. You know, these mercenary bands have far more leeway and what's the word, necessity than they did in the past before, right? So
Okay.
they're taking any kind of job and they're getting more jobs to take.
Right. Any controversies? Any reputation?
From your little time in Macbur, yesterday, I guess.
Yeah.
The few days before that, you kind of picked up that the mercenary bands in general kind of have a bad reputation among the other corporate voting blocks of Macbur.
Right. So they don't have much weight or strength in the voting power.
They do, but it's they're pushing for like military expansion and deregulation, and the other corporations just want to have peace to do like commerce with. They don't want to subsidize the military.
Okay. That's cool. That's good to know. All right. I just nod at them as we go by. Unless they
They
want.
stop you.
Yeah, they stop us.
Yeah.
All right.
There's one that has like a golden, like a gold gilded like winged helm, and he brings his horse up to you guys, and he looks over your party. He's like,
Before we go on, do we know anything about their disposition, like their fighting styles, like their like what are they like a light infantry company or a cavalry company or what like or
light cavalry. They're wearing
cavalry?
like breastplates or like leather armor with
Okay.
long swords and light crossbows.
Okay, like cavalry. Gotcha. All right. Cool.
What's this then? So yeah, the head
To
horseman.
who?
To your group
What's
in
this?
general. He's kind of just like kicking his horse around and looking down at you guys.
All right, we're a delegation from New Advent on our way to Strahl.
Any sort of official papers that will confirm such?
I fucking like flex.
Yeah,
I
you
like
flex?
like a nice fucking squeeze to like.
I mean, we could just show them our insignia.
Yeah, I'm showing him my guns.
Are you
Like
trying
this
to
guy's
intimidate him?
this guy's just fucking flexing, so I'm just gonna flex back at him.
Roll intimidation. You're gonna
Okay.
like show your insignia. What is it like? Is it new? The like the
Yeah, the Silver Dragon's
dragon?
new.
Yeah.
Okay, so you flex, and he kind of like nods his head in acknowledgement. And then you show him your insignia. And so,
Yeah.
oh, well, I was expecting papers, but to be honest, I can't even read. So this it seems familiar. I think we've been briefed on this before. This is pretty new. Delegation from New Advent, eh? Be seeing you guys in the field pretty soon, I'd bet.
Oh, what's this about these patrols? Are there bandits or something? Like
There's always bandits. I wouldn't think that martial people like you would ever be so ignorant as to think there'd be no bandits.
does he look pretty sketchy?
I introduce myself and
No,
give him
he
my
looks
name
fine.
and
Yeah,
ask his.
all right. That's cool. Yeah.
You ask his name?
Yeah.
He's Captain Enzo Tubok.
Captain, eh? That's far below a general.
What?
He just kind of like looks at
Now
you
you're flexing.
and like does like the what the fuck kind of face. And he's like, anyways, I need to search your packs to make sure that you're not carrying any contraband into Strail.
Uh-oh.
No. It's like do you have a badge? Like what like
Yeah,
by
what
what
authority?
authority? By what authority are you gonna go through our belongings?
So he pulls out a scroll and he hands it to you.
This says
And-
you can't.
And
Okay, I'll read it.
Yeah.
I take a look.
it says by decree of the
Yeah, but he
Macbur
doesn't know what this
Senate,
says. He can't read.
Yeah,
by
that's
decree
fine.
of the Macbur Senate, Enzo Tubok is appointed sheriff number 7.
That's the opening of Mount the Iron Fist.
Yeah,
When
and,
talking about
all right.
being free.
And I give it back. This only applies to Macberg. We're not going to Macberg. We're going to Straw. So you have no authority over us.
Well, you're closer to Macbur than you are to Stroud, and
But we're
we
leaving.
have an alliance, a confederation with Stroud. It's important that I do my job and make sure that our sister city is not under any sort of nefarious importation.
You jumped the gun there. Strahl is not yet in an alliance with Macberg. There's talks, but they do not have an alliance yet. So you would do well not to extend your influence in such an aggressive way. You might be bringing bad like
Juju.
ill will towards Macberg by behaving behaving like that towards Strahl.
How many men are there?
20.
20.
Roll persuasion.
I thought you were gonna say initiative.
Well, I suppose I can look the other way this one time, considering your diplomatic ambassadors and all that. But you be keeping your nose clean. You got a reputation growing.
Yeah. Sounds good to me. Have a good day.
You have a good day. You don't tell me what to do.
This guy's great.
And he
Let's kidnap him.
leads his horse column around you guys back to Macber.
All right. Enough of that. Get rid of those fucking heads. All right, let's go.
So,
I use my spells to ask them where they want to be buried. Just give me a quick clip note about where
they
they
want
want to be
they
buried.
want to be tossed in the wide
Fires in that dude.
right here.
Are you fucking
Ocean.
necromancing right in front of us?
No.
Of-
Are you like
Dude,
whispering in the bag?
I do this in my tent, I guess.
He's talking a little nog. Give him a break.
Yeah,
Yes.
you don't know.
Spread out a tarp.
You're always talking to something or other.
They want to be
Okay.
tossed in the Orkbridge Ocean.
Well, okay,
Tossed
that's
off
what
the
I'm doing.
bridge.
All right. I go to Corey. I go to Charlie, and I'm like, hey, you got any like flesh-eating bugs so I can clean these up so that this doesn't get me into trouble later?
You can just
Hey,
flesh them
What?
yourself.
What?
You know, you can just deskin them yourself, right?
Yeah, but that's gross. Also,
Dude,
you're
you've
not
been
here.
talking to the heads. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they
you're
probably
right, yeah.
stink at this point.
Yeah, that's what I suggest. I was just like, you can just clean
Yeah,
them
but I
yourselves,
stink.
right?
So it's okay. I'm
Just
asking it right
boil them. Just put them in a big pot and boil them.
now. Okay, I
You
somehow
know.
I make it so all their flesh falls off and they're just skulls so I can continue to talk to them.
No.
Or burn them. You can just burn them.
No, because that actually ruins bones.
Really?
Hold on. What under what conditions do they still need to be able to talk?
The
Well, they probably
corpse
need to
must
have
still
like,
have a mouth.
well, the mouth as in the jaw bone, or
No,
mouth
like-
as in fleshy mouth.
Like a fucking mouth, man. You know what it
Lips,
is.
tongue, gums.
Yeah, there we go. All those things. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Neat.
I'm good.
Okay, yeah.
I get gentle repose and I just do the ritual constantly on them.
Oh
They stop
yeah,
on-
that spell. I remember that. Yeah, you can just preserve the bodies.
Yeah.
You salt them.
Jesus. Making orc jerky, I see.
You don't know.
Yeah, you know.
I asked you a big question about getting the flesh off skulls.
I probably reminded you of your spell.
No, you didn't. You don't know the spell.
He's like an expert in Arcana. He probably knows all sorts of spells.
Don't you have like bug swarm or something?
I can summon insects, yeah.
Well, why didn't you fucking help me? Whatever. We're over there.
So you
'Cause
get to
you're
Because
Trail.
it's morbid and it's
It's a
it is
beautiful city. and you are allowed to pass through the gates with little difficulty. It's midday. High walls, high thick walls, a robust guard watch, and the people seem very happy. A lot of different kind of people here. You see a large amount of orcs, halflings, a few wood elves, lots of humans, and some lizard folk.
Yo, so multicultural. What's the city's disposition? Like, what are they about? What do they export? Well, like, what are they like as a people? Like, can I do a roll?
Yes. So Strail, was just built on the connection of two main rivers, right? So it's
Yeah.
a trading hub first and foremost, and where basically it served as a distribution point, kind of loading for long range operations. So there's a robust pier system, and around that pier system developed a town and everything that a town needed and all the niches associated with that. It's as large as Macbur basically, and just under the size of Zleen. So primarily trading, but at this point has extended into like the raw lumber materials, and also like a large fishing operation down in the slower river parts.
Okay. Do they have a significant military?
They have
I-
their like a noble military similar to Urkery.
Yeah.
The noble
Unconcerned of
houses
peasants.
underneath the like as you get here, you kind of like just eavesdrop, as you walk through the streets and pick up that there is a king and queen of Strail, and
Yep.
that they and you see the royal guards and sheriffs kind of like patrolling the street, but they seem very congenial, and everything seems pretty happy-go-lucky.
All right. Pretty peaceful place. Where would I'm asking the group, where would we go to find out more about the problem with Bogdale? Should we ask someone, and maybe we can hit the pub and we can see if there's any off-duty soldiers that we can ask questions about.
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it might
all
be worth talking to like a city official as well. And
Dude, I can barely hear you.
You gotta turn your mic.
Sorry.
Just
Definitely we should do the pub thing, but
Yeah.
it might also be worth just like actually talking to like a city official, like a mayor or something like that. And
A
Yeah.
sheriff?
I'm thinking that we try to gather as much information as we can before we talk to any official people.
yep, good idea.
Yeah. Otherwise, we just end up in a conversation and like, "Whoa, can you tell us everything? We have no idea what's going on." Yeah.
Okay, so what do you guys do to that effect?
Yeah, let's go to actually, I'll ask a urchin like, "Hey, where's a soldier pub?"
Where's the closest cop bar?
He like holds out his hand. He doesn't even say a word. He just holds out his
All right,
hand.
I drop.
Well, no,
fucking-
I take the. I give him the fakest coin I have.
A wooden coin.
You don't have. Yeah, do you have a fake coin?
Yeah, I could just create them. I can just forge hollow ass coins.
What are you doing? You're just dicking people around. Like, I give him a couple coppers.
God damn it!
A couple coppers?
Yeah,
look
that's
at
right.
that.
Coppers?
Drooling.
I don't. Yeah, 2 coppers.
He like kind of
No.
like he like takes them. And then, like,
You guys
holds
don't
out
even
his
see
hand a bit
coppers.
more.
Like they're like invisible to you now because you're all like a gold tier.
I see them. I'll never not see them.
He's
This is from the-
gesturing
yeah.
for a bit more.
A bit more.
You want more?
Kind of like flinches away.
Hey
and
man,
then,
I'm
like,
not asking
gestures
for
a bit
much.
more.
All right, I give him another one. Toss him another
All
one.
right, then he like kind of like points his head in like a follow me kind of move, and then like starts
Oh,
like
we're gonna die.
running down the street.
Okay, let's follow him.
Wait, running?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay, we're on
quick
horseback.
little
How-
pitter
Yeah.
pat. So he leads you to this like set of stairs that like descend into the into the sidewalk, kind of
I'm
into
gonna
like a sunken bar that you
I'm gonna
guys what?
try insight check to side glance him and see if he's like, yeah, fall into my trap.
Okay, sure.
Who's gonna set a trap for a bunch of fucking murderers?
He doesn't know that.
This is
Yeah,
what-
we're in like full plate and shit.
So
but yeah, you're right. It could be something bad.
no, the kid just there seems to be nothing nefarious about said urchin.
All right.
I
yeah,
introduced myself to him and I asked for his name.
his name is Oliver.
Well, thank you, Oliver. And then I give him another real coin.
Okay, a copper.
Yeah, an actual copy.
Nice.
Yeah, take it out of our treasury, Putan.
Okay, give him another copper. That's what you say.
So he like runs off.
Okay,
And
I
you
give him
guys
another
like
copper.
I take it from you and I give it to him.
go into
Okay.
this. It's like the basement, kind of like it's like a basement cellar that has been like changed into a bar. And as you open
Okay,
the door,
cool.
it's just this overwhelming smell and like thick, scratchy smoke. It's just fucking super smoky. In this like tavern.
Yo, are there hookahs? What's going on?
People are just they're like smoking
Like an
fat
opium den?
fucking. No, it's not opium. It's like
Oh, it's just like, or is it like a smokehouse? Is it
Yeah.
barbecue? Okay.
no. It's just like fucking cigarette, kind of like tobacco, cigar, smoke.
So it's like every other building in this universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing special here. Behind the bar counter is a
What's up?
jacked orc. He's just like large. He has
You
like the
should be able to turn it off now.
like the like long black hair and like a balding pate, and he's like like polishing a mug with a spattered. He's like wearing a spattered apron and a kilt. And then he has like sexy bar wenches of all different races, and they're flighting about the tavern, refilling the mugs of soldiers. You know, they're all like muscular, but they got
Yeah.
like the ale gut, right? And they're kind of just like sitting there slumped, kind of looking dejected, just drinking their ales. Has
Cool.
like in little like spotlight spotlight lanterns above them, kind of like illuminating them in unflattering ways.
This place sucks.
Let's start with the bartender. It's like a drink for me and my friend, and some questions. I drop a gold coin.
Evans.
He like grunts and nods at you, and then puts down 5 drinks for you all.
What can you tell? What can you tell us with the problem with Bogdale? We hear people disappear in the night.
You're asking about Bogdale. Talk comes through here, and the talk seems to be saying that old King Charles is making his move. Yeah, he's mobilized his fleet and used it to ferry most of his orcs across the small little orc bridge ocean to the northwest bank. I guess would be southwest bank, right here, right there.
Where?
Yep.
Okay.
And then made a full offensive to Bogdale. He's taken it over and stationed most of his troops there, it said. But I doubt he's moved all of them. He's probably, he's a capable young lad. He's probably moving some into Penthea,
Penthea.
and maybe Posh Louis. What is Penthea?
It's the big old wood fortress city, the orc fortress city.
And it's still there?
Yeah, but the walls are knocked down because we knocked it down.
All right.
A great old campaign.
And everybody knows it takes years to build a wood wall.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
they were
Years.
giant. They were giant, like California cedar.
In a
All the way
trees
from
that
swamp?
were just
California.
upright.
Oh, that's a far
No,
away place.
that's not. Okay, canonically, California exists in this world, and so does Game of Thrones. But no, they were giant, solid trunks that were just stood up by unknown means that we knocked down, so they could build
Maybe
interior
it was the
walls.
first use of the staff of flowers.
Maybe that's cool.
Yeah.
So if
So
they're rebuilt not to the same
So,
level of engineering.
okay, cool. So what's Drow doing to take back Bogdale?
why
And
would we
what's
take back
Macbeth doing?
Bogdale? Bogdale is Bogdale, and Strail
Or
is
I
working
act
to the protection of
too.
Strail. As to that, talks have been going on about creating an alliance. Well, not an alliance really, but hiring the services of Macbur.
so that's the relationship.
Well, we can be sure that Macbur will only take our gold and not interfere within the politics of our realm. I, for one, don't give a damn.
What has Macbeth, has they sent any military forces yet to deal with the invading forces?
Well, if Bogdale didn't see it coming, and they foolishly didn't have any mercenaries hired to protect them, and now look at what happened to them. Most likely, King Charles will stop at Bogdale and Posh Louis. I don't see him coming any farther south. And if he does, we'll handle it then. But until then, I don't see Strail doing anything to stop King Charles to the north. Yeah,
But
talks have been going on. So the soldiers say, the ones that still have active duty. The nobles talk around them, and it's said that King Charles is actually in talks with the noble family of Strail. Some sort of joining of the confederation between. There's this whole thing going on.
What is he offering? Do you know?
The non-aggression pact. So it said. I wouldn't trust the wily young king. Not after what he's done to Bogdale.
what has he done to Bogdale?
Well, from the stories leaking out from the people that got out, it sounds like he's rounded up all the people, all the little halflings that live there, and put them to the fields and put them to the forests, making them work all day long to harvest resources for his war effort.
I've never seen a halfling before. I'm
Yeah,
just
you
kidding.
have. Okay.
Don't sound like good laborers to me.
Yeah. But
Especially
goddamn
when
it,
you have orcs at your disposal.
yeah, yeah.
You can guard
I'll-
far more with far less guards.
It's like a bundle deal. All right. So who's actually seen the army that came down here? Any scouts that come to this bar?
No,
how about
just
any refugees?
yeah, there are some like refugees from Bogdale that have like seen the army, and perhaps a traveling trader or merchant.
Right.
Um,
Which nobles are for and against joining with Orkbridge?
the royal family, like the king
The
and
royal
queen,
family.
are
Yep.
currently in talks with King Charles about Orkbridge joining this proposed confederation between Macbur and Strail. And he doesn't know about the feelings of the other, of like the lower nobles of the city.
All right. Maybe we can ask the soldiers about these.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Let's bring our drinks back to our table so we can talk about this.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of you don't drink?
Me.
I don't.
All right.
I also don't, I guess.
Hard to drink out of a mug when you don't have lips.
All right. All right.
What?
I guess I'm taking all your
Lizard.
drinks. I guess
No,
I'm the only one
drinking,
drinking.
obviously.
Also, Gatbark doesn't drink. He's
He's
What?
a dwarf.
He also doesn't have a beard.
Dwarves that don't
Kidding.
drink?
I'm just kidding.
Ugh. I don't even know.
Never trust a dwarf that doesn't drink.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. He drinks. I don't give a shit, dude.
So
You pressure him
guys,
into
you
drinking.
guys, yeah,
You
yeah.
peer pressure him into drinking. drink.
I don't drink in real life, so I was just fucking saying it.
So we're at a table.
Yeah. So what do you think? Like, I don't know enough about Orkbridge to know that they're actually genuine in this, or they're just trying to.
I don't know what we
It's-
can
it's-
hope to accomplish against them,
Because when they took Bogdale, that was clearly a sneak attack, right?
Yeah, but my biggest concern when it comes to Orkbridge and King Charles, right, Chief Charles,
Yeah.
is again Erduth seems to be worm-tonguing him against us in particular.
Yeah.
Kater, what might you glean from all this information we learned? What is your foresight tell you?
I like go into my bag
Do you do this in
grab
front of
my-
us?
and I grab my bow. Yeah, I've always done it in front of you guys.
Okay.
I grab my bones. I start.
I've
rolling.
already recognized the spell before.
What was it?
Whatever,
augury?
nerd. I have it too.
And I ask the bones if it is would be in my favor to go with these guys to Bogdale and help take it from the orcs in my quest to find Erduth.
That would bring woe.
The bones say it would not be smart to go to Bogdale.
You didn't
So
need to
you're
consult
okay with
me to
speaking
answer
of bones, eh?
I could have told you that.
that.
Well, you asked me about insights.
Yeah, thank you. So
Yeah.
you're okay with speaking of bones, huh?
I'm okay with the gods talking to me through a conduit.
Ah, you're one of those. And then I drink.
What
back
of what? Did I stand up?
Oh,
Aren't you like literally a priest? Like.
Me?
No.
I'm a cleric.
That part, yeah.
We believe in ancestor worship, not God.
Also, ancient aliens.
No, indigenous dwarves.
Okay,
Do you not believe in your dad?
my dad's still alive.
And when he dies, do his deeds wash away with him?
I think I'm gonna die before he does, personally.
Time will wash away all deeds.
But your ancestors, they've had impact. They've lived. That will never be erased.
My ancestors were great warriors, all of them.
Mine too. And that's
Muscles known
who
far
I
and wide.
venerate.
Yeah.
Not gods I've never met.
So what are we gonna do? Are we going to turn them against Orkbridge? Are we gonna
We should
find
liberate them.
evidence? Are we gonna find evidence that they're up to no good? Or are
Well,
we
they're
gonna
clearly up to no good.
We should liberate Bogdale.
I
I
do
do
like
not
the
think
idea
that-
of liberation. Like, I mean,
We don't have an army
necessarily-
with us.
I just feel like dwindling our numbers on Bogdale when like the threat of Zleen is like I
I
don't
pull
know.
out my hammer and I say, I don't need numbers.
if we if we don't
I'm drunk.
if we don't help people
Maybe
work,
we're drinking.
First time you ever drank.
No, I'm drunk.
yeah, it's the first time
I
he's
am
ever
drinking.
drank. Yeah. If we don't help people where we can, then what's the point of doing any of this?
Absolutely. I think that we should start with trying to convince the people of Strail and Macbur that like we all need to team up
Yeah.
to take this threat on.
I think we should just go there and fuck the place.
If they didn't, if Orkbridge didn't want, like, if they didn't have ill intent. They wouldn't have taken Bogdale, and they clearly took it in a sneak attack. There was no declaration of war or anything.
So is all of Orkbridge's forces in Bogdale?
Just a
I
bunch.
think
He
I think
said
they're
that
like
most-
roaming orcs, right? So it's like a horde kind of thing.
Raiders,
Probably
yeah.
not,
Yeah, he
because
said most. Yeah.
you know that like King Charles has been in control for like 5 years, and Penthea like was one of his main like infrastructure projects, like make work Unity projects. So there like a significant orc population in Penthea that most likely still is in Penthea, as the main assault was from Orkbridge into Bogdale.
Did through my time in the Imperial capital, growing up there, and before I had left for Fort Frontier, had Zleen ever had any like skirmishes with Charles and his goons?
No, Charles was.
Wow. What
How
about the
old are
War
you?
of Panthea?
I'm like 100.
You're 100. So
I'm 40.
Charles is like 24, and he, as a baby, like as like a toddler, he was like 6 when Orkbridge was like brought into line. His like great granddad, like kind of fell to the empire, and then like Charles's dad tried a rebellion, and then got put down, and then Charles, as a 6-year-old, was like brought to the imperial capital as like a vassal thrall.
Like Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah, and but he doesn't exist in this universe.
Well, no, Game of Thrones does.
But California does.
Yeah, both of
Yeah.
those do. So Charles, and given the name Charles, and then from that point on, he was like you like saw him because he was like part of the.
He's a hostage.
So would I know him?
Yeah, you know him. How much you interact with him is, remind me of that, because like he was like around the imperial family, just like Theon Greyjoy, right? Like
Yeah. I think that I probably, like, if I knew him, would have definitely kept him at an arm's length. You know, like he's an orc living in like an imperial palace.
So racist.
Hey, whatever, man. I got one job: it's to protect the family.
One job is oppression.
Yeah, I don't think that I would have like I don't think I would have been like rude to him by any means, but you know, cautious for sure.
Okay, so the few times you were around him, you were cautious and at arm's length.
Yeah.
Okay. So when he turned 18, he was sent back to Orkbridge, and he basically in under a year unified the tribes of Orkbridge were still kind of like, they were in imperial control, but not like a nation
Organized.
not organized. And he returned, organized them, and then started a whole bunch of make work projects.
Cool. I helped bring down Panthea, which I guess led to the fall of Warkbridge.
I think Mark disconnected.
Yeah, that was probably part of his. When was that, Edgar? How long ago?
20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah, you said he was 20?
He's 24.
24 years ago.
How about
that would put me at
how
16.
about like 20 years ago?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
not out of your mic, out of Matt's mic. So yeah, 20 years ago puts me at 20, and that's fine also.
So do with that information what you will.
for some reason.
There you go.
There you go.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will. Do you guys want to try to speak to the king and queen of Strail?
Yes.
Wait, sorry, I was gonna ask you before I got dumped. Like, what was Charles's
Yes.
like relationship with the Empire before everything went haywire?
He was good. He was a good vassal.
Well, then maybe it's worth going there and just speaking with him.
But if he has
Before-
to do,
He literally
bring him, like, live.
attack Fort Frontier?
He didn't attack Fort Frontier.
He did.
He
He sent those
He
assassins.
sent those orcs.
Well, I
He-
guess so. Yeah.
We got
Okay.
those heads.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
can't
hear the
all
part
be
where Charles was
redeemable
directly
bad-
responsible for that. Okay, well, whatever you guys want to
I
do.
can't. But then again, I can't imagine such an intelligent person could be manipulated by such a bumbling fool.
He's so
Yeah.
charming. He got us.
I guess so. I guess.
Also, he's a battle brother. You give him the respect he's due. The Gapark's really drunk.
Didn't he also murder a bunch of people? But then again,
So did I.
and so did Aklo too. I guess. Yeah. Whatever.
So have
This
you.
is the military.
No, I didn't murder anyone. I just whipped them and beat them, but I didn't murder anyone.
Well, I haven't murdered anyone.
You rode a man into a stone floor.
Oh yeah, the wizard.
No, that wasn't a fight. That wasn't like an unarmed surrendered like.
Oh, fair enough.
Murder is murder. You'll
I haven't done that
what
either.
you get.
You
So
stabbed.
what's your
like,
guys'
you stabbed
plan?
a rat. All right.
What's your guys' fucking
All right.
plan?
Let's stop
The
talking.
rat person wasn't a person.
Yeah.
The subaltern.
Would you consider escaping a sentient thing that shouldn't be killed?
What is escape you
Yes.
speak of?
Skavens are like the ultimate scourge of
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Warhammer.
What's that?
Okay. Yeah. What is this Warhammer? You mean like what is this? I whip out your Warhammer that for some reason.
Oh.
Okay, well, what do you guys want to do?
You're in
Liberate
the
Bogdale.
dingiest corner of this bar.
Why don't we just do some reconnaissance in Bogdale?
Yeah. So yeah, we should do that. While we're in the city, we should maybe talk to some nobles.
We're gonna go to Bogdale?
I don't think that we're going to be readily welcome into the chamber room of King and Queen.
It's like 1,000
No,
kilometers to
We're not
Bogdale.
talking about like not like royalty, but the nobility.
I want to go to the merchant people here.
Actually, no. Since we're in town, we should announce ourselves to the king and queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
So
And I
we
also
should,
want to go to the. I want to see what
yeah.
goodies they got.
What are you trying to buy, Edgar?
I'm going to the pawn shop. I want an animated shield.
What?
What does it even do?
What's his animation?
Like, does it play an anime on it?
Has big rubber hose arms.
Okay, an animated shield. What kind of properties does that have?
Oh, it's a magic item. It's as a bonus action, you can animate it so that way it just flies around you, acts as if you're wielding it. It's very rare. It's a very rare magic item. That is my
Where did
quest,
you
but I
hear of
just-
this
I'll be
spectacular
2
item?
seconds.
I saw a
I saw a
battle
brochure.
mage.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
saw a battle mage wielding one on the fields of war,
That
which
sounds
I guess you've never been to, boy.
Whoa! Hey, you don't that's you talk like that to me. You're gonna hurt my feelings. I thought we were friends. How can you talk to me like that?
Oh.
I've never drank before.
Let's go see some strippers.
Yeah, you guys go to the brothel.
No, I want to go to the store if there's one.
So, yeah, you get up and make your way out and make your way to, I guess, the magic alley, magic kind of section of the city. And
What's
going,
the alley called?
Diagonal Alley.
They're gonna
And,
cheat.
and you find an enchanter. You go into the first enchanting shop you see, and on the walls there's like a bunch of like wands, and like there's like knickknacks like spectacles and belts and stuff like that. There's
Cool.
amulets and a bunch of rings on the crystal display case. Standing behind the crystal display case is a gnome lady who has a tight bun of white hair, and she's wearing like a purple mage's robes.
I lay my satchel of heads down at the door, and then I approach.
Okay.
I want to go in with him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking for an animated shield. Do you know of this, or where I might find?
So she like looks at you and then kind of like scratches her chin. An animated shield. Well, with the right materials, I could possibly craft such a item for you.
The right materials, you say? What might those be?
Some sort of energy catalyst and a fine masterwork shield, of course.
And you have the ability to fabricate this?
It would take time, but yes.
Why? Well, and what would be the price of the formula for it?
The formula? Oh. I wouldn't part with such trade secrets.
Okay.
But the price for the overall operation would be 2,200 gold.
2,200.
Correct.
I look at Keegan with like puppy dog.
Am I even
Oh,
there?
we don't.
I'm not even there. I'm like still
Oh,
drinking at the bar.
I
You
guess
just
I
up
have
and
no
left.
money.
jumped
Yeah,
in.
I went with him because he was drunk and I didn't want him to get into too much trouble.
I still need to drink through like 4 drinks or like or 3 drinks because you guys offer all the
How
people
much?
that are
How much money do you let us all have that on us?
every time we haven't split any of the money yet. I've just been carrying all of it.
How
If you
much?
want,
Did,
if
how
you want
much
to
did
split,
we have?
then we can do a payout if we. Oh, in our bag,
Yeah.
we have almost 1,000. Let me check right now. Because we just got that big payout from selling our cutter armor to that guy.
Yeah, you guys like
We got-
spent all your gold and then got robbed.
Yeah. We got 959 gold, 7 silver, 26 copper, in
Okay.
on the party treasury, and we have not done no payouts yet.
All right, let's do. What say you about a payment plan?
How much is it?
It's 2,200.
Oh heavens.
And
Yeah.
you also need a masterwork shield and a catalyst.
Oh fuck. Well,
Where can we buy a catalyst?
I can make a masterwork shield. I bet. Okay. Thanks for. Oh, what's your name? My name's Gatbark.
Alonia.
Alonia. Okay. All right. I'm kind of the leader of trade in New Haven. You'll be hearing from my fleet admiral, Captain Copperback. He'll come to deliver payment and gain the shield soon. Expect it.
Okay. She kind of like gives you these like shifty eyes and then gets back to working on this like stopwatch.
Cool. All right. I go back to Keegan, and then I make I take 200 gold. I'm gonna make a
Oh,
trade
so you want to
seal.
pay out?
Huh? Yeah.
So you want to pay out 200 gold?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please, Daddy.
No, I mean like does anyone else want to pay out
Sure.
Sure.
200 each?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have enough money for 200 each. So
I
you're gonna
don't-
have to
I
borrow.
got mine
You're gonna have to borrow from your friends. So,
Yeah,
but
I don't care for money right now.
okay, we'll do an IOU then in the bag. How about that? So if you ever need money, then you can have reserves. Does that sound good, Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'll fucking.
All I need is good berries.
All right, that's all I need. Some good berries. Oh
Uh,
shit!
And Kater, you're new, so you only get a partial share. Actually, you haven't even followed us a single time. You don't. You
Yeah,
actually don't have. You have zero claim to any of this treasure because you didn't get. Do you need money, Kater? Regardless, to throw with us. Do you need some
No,
pocket
I'm
money?
good. I'm good.
You're good. Okay. All right. Yeah, but going forward, you'll be a part of the team when you get more treasure with us. So
Okay.
okay. So
Markeng,
Aklo, 200 gold for Aklo.
Thank you.
Okay, and 200 gold for Gatbark.
thank you.
And I'll take 200 gold as well. So that was our payout, and Charlie is keeping it in trust.
All right,
Yes.
Markeng, I want to make a trade seal that says this is a Gatbark approved trader.
okay.
So that she's allowed to trade on these roads of the Imperium.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, are you
She-
becoming
making
like
up
a
random
fucking
authority?
merchant? Fucking, you need a
You know-
pass to trade.
Yeah, like,
man.
are you gonna be like, okay, so in the future, after we have negotiated and we become
I'm a
alliance
fucking
about-
capitalist, baby.
Are you giving her IOUs on things that you don't have control of yet?
No.
So you're saying
It
that
kind of seems like that's what you're doing.
she's like, I'm not paying any sort of membership fee, am I?
No. No.
Well, the first 3 months are free.
Well, what happens when you don't have a pass?
You don't trade. You don't get to trade.
What the dude? That is like you
This guy
realize that is like criminal. That's like criminal to be.
That's like
fucking
basically a
trade
being
What do
a
you
bandit.
think money is?
Yeah,
What
but
do you
we're like,
think money is? It's
Yeah,
backed
but-
by a military force.
yeah, but you
That's why
realize
it's
that
got a
we're trying-
symbol on it. It's
We're
government
not going to be
backed.
making
Yeah, but
friends
that's
here if we're
using
going to be saying, you know what I mean?
Advent gold,
This
not.
is like a free trade city. You're gonna try to like
She,
make Arabs sound like that's
So Alonia looks at you and she's like,
You don't
really?
believe in taxes?
Really?
don't
You
believe in
can't
taxes?
you can't trade unless I have your symbol?
Not with Fleet Admiral Captain Admiral and Captain.
Copperback.
Yeah,
General Copperback.
Admiral. Yeah, Admiral
Mr.
Copperback.
Copperback.
Only with Copperback or just with
does-
Does Copperback know about this?
will
Not
I
with
be
his
able to
fleet.
sell will I be able to sell my wares to New Advent without this?
Potentially. It depends on the trade. You really only want to be trading with
Depends on how I'm
Gatbark.
feeling that day.
Is this a deception or what or performance? I'm not quite sure. Like
You know what?
Let's
Okay,
like-
guys. We're not there, so we don't get to
I know.
tell him. This is
yeah,
all.
for sure. No, it's cool. I get you.
So
I'm just talking.
I'm leaning on on the counter, just kind of like looking at this conversation happen, and just like, okay, cool.
so she takes the seal anyways.
Cool, good. It offers you fair trade. Trust me.
She shrugs.
And it's official. It's got
Just-
the silver dragon on it and all that.
This it'll take it'll take me about a month to have your item ready.
Cool. All right.
25.
Do I have to
so
collect anything?
no, but make sure you give Mr. Amos 2200 gold,
Okay.
or I will not release the object to you.
I'll probably have to pay him more because he has to go and get it and then deliver it. Okay.
Courier fees.
All right. That's it. That's
What other neat stuff does she have in stock?
What are you looking for?
I don't know. What do you got?
stuff that's probably out of your price range.
All right.
But you just got 200 gold. Maybe you can buy a feather token.
I'll go. I'm gonna make sure Gatbark gets home.
Doesn't she have any poisons?
No, she's an enchanter.
Oh damn.
Enchanted poisons?
Do you guys want to go look at poisons?
Yes.
They're
Nah, I
very
want
expensive.
to get this show on the road.
All right.
Okay,
What are we
let's get on
gearing
the road
for?
then.
I guess we'll go back to the pub and meet you guys. And
Yeah. So you guys go back to the pub, and it's getting pretty dark at this point. Where are you guys gonna spend the night?
Let's go somewhere nicer than this.
Some fancy pants.
Yeah.
we just drink at the pub all night.
You guys stumble through the streets and make your way to
Why am I stumbling?
you make your way to a nicer inn, and it'll be 2 gold for all of you to get rooms.
Okay, cool. 2 gold. Take
That's
another bar.
2
Fucking
gold?
expensive for all. That's 10 gold.
That's
for...
highway robbery. 2 gold.
Really?
2 gold. all-
Surely
two
you
gold
can-
altogether.
you
Show
can
them the
better
pass.
deal.
We surely you can give this.
Outside.
I just pay the 2 gold and go up.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
you
The
can
second
haggle- you
they
can haggle
start
down.
fucking, the second they start bickering,
Penny
I just
pinching, like.
immediately leave.
Surely you can do a better price than 2 gold. That's ridiculous.
We'll send you up like some good stuff. You'll get,
I got 20 for persuasion.
and because of that, you're gonna get like
Some good stuff.
room service. You're getting room
Alright.
service, man.
Fine,
free.
2 gold. Better be good room service. Right, good
2
servicing.
gold for all of you, right? So
Yeah,
and
all
Keegan-
together. It's so cheap.
Oh, I thought it was.
Oh, okay.
No, no.
Person.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Was it 2 or did you mean 2 each?
No.
2 for
2
everyone.
altogether, right? Yeah.
Yeah, all together.
Okay, I thought you meant free.
No. Just so we're on the same page. We're on the same page now.
Yeah. Because that's what I heard, like 2 altogether, yeah.
Okay, how much did that seal that I made cost me?
Gold, I guess.
And this cost 2 gold.
Yes.
You don't have to pay the 2 gold though.
No.
No, it
No,
was
I-
it was like all together.
If you
Yeah,
want,
okay.
if you want to
Yeah,
tip,
and then stuff. Yeah, you can tip if you want, but all that, like the good point of the group treasury is so that we can handle stuff like this.
so you guys bed down for the night, and wake up to a breakfast of porridge and apple slices.
That was our fancy room service.
Oh, you didn't
It's got
order
it's
anything.
got fruits, man. It's got actual fruits.
Yeah,
like
We want meat.
You want meat? Okay,
yeah.
you get 8 thick slices of roast beef with carrots and corn
Nice.
for everyone. Just gets like these fat
oh, I'm
slices.
not,
of
I'm
roast
not, I'm not gonna
beef.
say no.
Roast beef. Gotta
Protein.
bulk up.
That's right.
And that's like with the porridge and all that good stuff, and then like as much ale as you'd like. And then you guys get kicked out into the early bustle of the morning. What are you gonna do?
Okay. So let's have an audience. Just announce our presence.
So you're just gonna like go and try to get into the hearings of the day.
Yeah. We'll find the herald and we'll tell them that delegation are visiting and we're just here to like pay respects.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the castle of Strail and are led through into the inner bailey, and a servant brings you to like the herald's aide, who like kind of like figures out what you get, exactly what you want, and then like relays that to the herald, and you guys are like placed in a line. There's like 12 people in front of you, like 5 like peasants and 7 like tradesmen and merchants and stuff. And they're all like it's like two go up, and then they petition the king and queen and tell them their problem. Like, oh, he said he'd pay 20 gold for 80 pigs, and he only paid 15. Where's my 5 gold? Kind of like Judge Judy shit.
That's funny.
Right, and so they go through six of these things, and then the herald kind of just announces you, and you guys like come forward. The herald announces you, and the king of Strail, his name is Balthazar. Rigel Balthazar, and he says, "Greetings, delegation from New Avent. It is good to see you in our city of Strail."
Thank you for welcoming us to your beautiful city. We are here to investigate some like issues that the city has been having with the taking a Bogdale and people going missing from Sterile. And we're here to be at your disposal and offer our services, and possibly have us join in an alliance together to oppose the tyranny of Zleen.
Roll persuasion.
Are you guys helping?
Oh yeah.
So what do you say? What do you
I'm
say,
flashing
Akla?
my shiny armor.
You're gonna help, Aklo?
Yeah.
Say something.
He's right, you know.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
What?
Okay, I just roll normally if you guys have nothing to add to that.
After this, I'll start casting guidance on you.
Oh, cool.
1d4.
So the King Rigel Balthazar, he looks at you and goes, "You would consider entering our confederacy with Macbeth?"
We are thinking a separate agreement, something that doesn't involve unsavory swords and mercenaries, and have actual disciplined military and nobles to protect your fine city.
Strail does have a disciplined military comprised of noble leadership, but Macbeth offers a level of quality and value that is good for the overall shoring up of any sort of security deficiencies that we may have. It is
Of
not
course,
against the interests of my realm to work with my neighbors.
you have, how about Bogdale? Don't those people also need deserve liberation?
And at the end of the day, a mercenary is a mercenary, and if a better payday comes along, loyalties aren't really that important to them.
Well, the coffers of Strail are quite established, and he looks at
And
you
nothing
guys.
compared to Zleen.
But I'm sure yours pales in comparison to ours. And to say, and he then he looks at you, Keegan, and he's like, "And do not speak to me of liberation when Urkery needs it just as much as Bogdale."
Mercury has full autonomy, which actually they do.
They don't.
We haven't taken anything from them.
They wanted full autonomy, and you said that there'd always be an imperial oversight there.
Yeah.
So roll deception.
But I mean, it's I think that it's totally fair to say that if Zleen went to Macbur and offered them, way more money than Strail did, they would turn their backs on Strail in a heartbeat.
Well, you can roll persuasion, Aklo.
Critical success.
+1 d4.
Yeah, +1 d4. Yeah. So,
Ah!
max that too. 27.
Do I get the +1 d4?
No, sorry.
Yeah.
I can only do it to one person at a time. It's concentration.
Like our empire is like nothing you've seen before, where people have much more control and freedoms.
Then why not join our confederacy? Make us an equal part. We don't want to join another empire.
It's not joining an empire, it's staying in the one you were already pledged to.
He looks at Kater
And
and he says, "Yes, King Charles has warned us of that. He's said as much." And then he like looks at Aklo and he's like, the white mask of General Udinzo, brother of Emperor Udinzo. Which empire is the true empire? Or is it one empire working in secret?
it's definitely not working in secret.
We don't pretend to work in secret whatsoever. We protect the true Empress and the rights of all the people in this continent.
Yes,
We are here to help you.
this true
We're here to stop
empress.
the threat of Zleen and this orc bridge.
Roll persuasion.
Can I have
Aklo.
inspiration?
Yeah, the king says, "This true empress, the stories have reached us." Yes. And he like shakes his head. "I'm sure that's all they are, just stories."
Well, then we would invite you to New Advent to see her yourself.
Or a representative to confirm it with their own eyes.
He like kind of
There must have been a time where you believed in the Empire. The good it did for these people.
It never did anything good except take coins out of my coffers.
Seems
But
like
you may
Australia's a
have
place of-
a representative of mine, and then he like daintily claps his hands and says and like points at one of his nobles, a lady. He says
So if we could prove to you that we do take care of the Empress, would you at least stand with us?
I will consider an alliance with your empire. I will not debase myself like King Athak. Duke Athak. I will not debase myself like such a man. But I will, in cooperation with Macber, and perhaps even Orkbridge, stand with you. And he like looks at Aklo, as long as you stand against the false Emperor of Zleen.
It is all I stand against.
Yes, I will stand with you, but not underneath you.
Look at the group.
I really don't have much to say in this group, right? I'm kind of new here.
So the other issue with Bogdale, like, is there any efforts going to actually like bring relief? We hear the halflings there are being worked to the bone.
What have you heard about relief to Urcury?
No one died, and everyone is living peacefully. There's great trade going with New Advent, and their trade is flourishing, and they're going to be a great city.
Yes, I'm sure.
And we could greatly bolster their fucking.
Hey, I
like,
rolled so high on my
production of
deception.
farms,
Like
right?
this.
That is true. So he like looks at you and he's like, "Well, the Bogdale suffers from a lack of strong leadership, and
I want to kill
thus
this guy so bad.
that is their
Same.
downfall. The people of Strael are blessed with strong leadership.
And you will trust Gorgbridge after a cowardly sneak attack that they performed in Bogdale?
I
Subjugate them?
do not fault a man for taking the preemptive advantage. It's, if anything, King Charles.
Speaking of which, as soon as he says that, I like scope around the room. What does this room look like? How many people are in it?
Are
There's,
we gonna
like,
do another throne room? Like-
tons of like
Do
noble
it.
people, tons of guards. It looks like we can just fucking. It looks like the throne room.
yeah.
Let's just fucking ice this
And-
loser.
And, yeah, Charles has already shown him to be dishonorable and not like wage war as a civilized man would. And how can you trust any word that he says when he's turned his back on such a simple thing as a declaration of war?
He
Such
is.
barbaric
I
way.
declare war.
I am a ruler of my people. Charles, I have talked to for years. You are a new quandary that has occurred very recently, within under a year, yet to be quantified correctly. I understand what Charles is doing. He is acting in fear like the young pup he is.
Ah, can we kill this guy?
Why?
People, do people in fear mobilize immense armies to take halflings living peacefully in Bogdale?
Sounds
And
like
what
you
would they
just
do with a mobilized
kowtowing.
army such
You're
as
appeasing-
that?
He fears your new empire, and thus he seeks to create one of his own to protect himself against any possible threat of exponential growth. I fear Strael will be crushed between the two of you, but I will not debase myself.
You say that, but New Advent has made no military action against any city.
That is a lie. You may be telling me the truth
You stab him. That's how it starts.
in terms.
Our hands are clean of blood. We have killed none
That is
as a
because
military force.
King Athak is a coward, and he is most likely in bed with you.
King Athak saved his people from war.
King Athak has
King-
brought great fortune to a city.
King Charles subjugates the weak for his own advantages.
And
He's a
by all
scumbag.
accounts, he has been setting the lazy people of Bogdale into an industrious project. It is quite.
Sounds to me like you're in bed with this orc.
And you want me to be in bed with you? Ooh. So many beds to choose from.
Markeng, do I feel anything?
Oh yeah, is there any meteor orcs in this?
He's Count Strad von Zarvich, so you don't sense anything.
You're right.
No, you don't sense anything. But there is a meteor dwarf, 3 of them actually, standing near the bottom of the throne room dais.
Did you say
The
3 of them?
meatiest
Yeah.
dwarf.
They're all wearing those like weird light purple robes that
What is the tension of the room right now?
Oh, you can see
Wrapped.
me white knuckling, like just like.
They didn't take our weapons,
I'm
right?
super chill, but you guys are so mad.
No, I'm standing there like a stone soldier.
Like if I wasn't wearing a mask, you would see like the wrinkles in my face getting deeper and deeper, and like me clenching my teeth.
I kind of look like Pelinar.
I think we should talk more about this, but maybe over dinner, and not in such a public place.
I
Agreed.
yes, I'm willing to do as much, although I will have my leading council with me.
Of course.
All right. So
give us
he-
a chance to like talk to some of the nobles too to see what their feelings are about.
Yeah, let's
this
have
whole-
all the nobles in the same room. I love that idea.
Well,
Uh,
We'll burn it. We'll burn the room down. Within a minute. Gotta show some force. You're trying to take over the continent.
Yeah.
well,
Okay, well,
that's not what I'm trying to do, but
we'll see you at dinner.
yeah. I'll wear something nice.
okay. So you guys have
White
like
cloth and a bunch of oil.
Are we
Fine.
given like rooms here?
no.
No,
No?
it's okay. We got a nice inn. But let's find some other nobles that we can talk to find out more about how they feel, because not everyone should be in with Orkbridge. Like, and not everyone should be in with working with mercenaries, especially if they're nobles. Like that's like a really dishonorable thing to do for some like.
I send a message to Jimado and hey, are you from Bugdale? What can you tell us about Bugdale? Sorry, Bogdale. You can reply to
He
that.
is from Bogdale. And he says, yeah, I've heard I'm from Bogdale. My family is one of the leading families of Bogdale, and one of we established one of the largest boroughs in the city. Before I left and joined the army, it was a idyllic place of pasture life. The main exports being smokeweed and wool.
I tell him of its
A
current
real
status.
shire, if you will.
I send another message telling him of its current status as an enslaved city state
That's
to
gonna help.
Orkbridge.
All right.
He needs to know his family's there, you dick. You wouldn't tell that? Jesus.
He says copy.
Oh fuck. What's that mean?
Like
That's it?
acknowledged. Period.
Ask him how he feels about his ice.
Ellipses.
Say again? Come again? Akla?
Well, I can't really relay that message to you, so okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
Let's go talk to some nobles, I guess.
yeah, how are you finding these people?
We can speak to them at dinner.
Can we do a history check to find out? Like, I want to get as much information as I can before. So I want to do a history check to find local nobles.
Okay.
Yeah, local
Sure.
houses. Yeah.
Okay, so you find you figure out what nobles are going to show up to the dinner. The main sires, the main lords of the surrounding city-state and their little like counties and stuff. They rule from their mansions underneath.
Which ones are like more martial, like the type that wouldn't stand for like working with mercenaries? Like
They're
the
all
type that
pretty
would-
martial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cuz they're not 4 of them are martial and the other 2 are like mercantile actually. Yeah.
Tax collector family, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go. So what I'm thinking, guys, is that we go to them and we just rile them up, like get them to like really oppose like having to like work with mercenaries,
Good idea.
because like
And I can give them my seal. My
they wouldn't
trade
stand
seal.
for it. Dude, like lay off with that, like lay off with that, like that, like.
Hey man,
like,
we're building an empire.
No, this is like
Oh my lord!
th-
Yeah, that
this-
is
this is like-
antagonistic as fuck.
it's like gangster shit, like
It
if
is.
you want to do business in our territory, like
Dude, we're nothing but a bunch of gangsters.
Also, every fucking country in this world doesn't let you just ship whatever they want into your country. That's fucked up. That's
Yeah.
how you get attacked. That's
Yeah,
how you
but-
get bombed in your country.
but like
Well,
you
you
don't,
kind
you
of
don't,
do. It's
but
called
you don't
free
control.
trade.
Yeah. And
You
this
just check
city,
to see if there's anything illegal.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
All
we
right,
can
yeah,
buy
let's
shit
go
from China all the time.
So with my history check, can I pick one that I think would be like really opposed to working with mercenaries? Or maybe one that's like very honorable or something that would like be all about not working with Orkbridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think the most chivalrous one who would detest working with the usage of mercenary forces would be Emilio Tuskstride. That's hard to say. Maybe not.
Okay.
Terradu. Emilio Terradu. A young lord who lives out in the countryside.
Cool. All right. Let's go chat with him. Unless you guys want a different person that you want to chat with, because we only got time to talk with one before our dinner.
No, let's talk that one.
Yeah.
The most passionate one. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And he lives in the
Oh.
outskirts, so maybe he's more concerned about the people, right? But yeah, let's go chat with him. I guess we announce ourselves to the Herald.
Yeah, it takes like 20 minutes to get out there, and you announce yourselves to the herald, and you're brought in to his estate.
What was the name of the enchanter that I met? Sorry.
Seraphina Oxtail. No,
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 that was
no, that was the other enchanter. Because
that was a
Alona.
representative in Macbeth. Alona.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
And so you're in the fenced off kind of like fruit tree like area of his estate, and he rides up on a beautiful black horse. His tanned coppery skin glistening in the setting sunlight, as he has like the buttoned up shirt, but like the top two buttons are unbuttoned, and it's like rippling in the wind as he brings his horse to a halt and fixes his hair out of his eyes and sets it perfectly, and like looks at you guys and smiles. This with this like perfectly straight set of white teeth gleam at you.
Hey, I fucking smile back. Show my gleaming smile like teeth.
Yeah. How may I help you, gentlemen? His voice
We
is sexy.
we are a delegation from New
Prince,
Advent.
Prince Charming from Shrek.
Yeah. We've heard of your chivalry and valor, and I wanted to meet with you personally before dinner.
Oh, you're coming to dinner tonight.
Yes.
He gets off his horse, and
You heard about the itinerary? It's about Orkbridge, Bogdale, and the use of unsavory mercenaries from Marburg.
yes, I have been told as much. It's unfortunate. I prefer more social affairs, but things have been so tumultuous in the past half year or so.
How do you feel about your king, your leader of this
I would
area?
not. It is not within the codes of chivalry to speak of one's lord.
But you could talk about how you feel about a possible alliance, even with the dishonorable King Charles of Orkbridge, who led this cowardly sneak attack on Bogdale and subjugated the weak.
Yes, well, my feelings about such an attack is that it's disgusting. Using such cowardly tactics against such a peaceful, idyllic folk, I do not see how one can call that noble or have any sense of glory associated with the act. But I am a simple country knight. What do I know?
But your valor and your chivalry is known to us, even as far down as New Advent.
Roll deception. Is this guy known in New Advent? I don't think so.
Yeah.
We're schmoozing.
Yeah.
Is there a charm roll?
Fuck! I can fucking give him a blowy while I'm at it. Like, this.
Slob his knob.
Like corn on the cob.
Valor is one of the most important aspects of being a lord. It is the people that support you, and you must fulfill your end of the feudal contract.
And you will say your king also has a responsibility to the people.
The
Yes.
king has a responsibility to uphold his agreement with the throne.
And also,
That is the number one thing.
100%.
and he
We're
has
in
a
open rebellion right now.
responsibility to all of you as well to act in honor, because he should be the exemplar of honor and valor and chivalry.
Are
Because
you
whatever
his-
he does,
Is
and
this like his
whatever
champion?
I
whatever
mean, he must have taken an oath when he became a knight. And I kind of gesture at him.
and when he no longer acts in honor, he doesn't like it is your responsibility to bring this up to him and find him to be worthy of your services.
He like blinks at you all. And he like shakes his head and goes, my king is beholden to no one anymore now that the empire has dissolved, and
So it's treason then.
I am
He is still
beholden
beholden
to
to
my
you.
king. No matter his authority is not that of tyranny yet, and I would not consider any sort of petty machinations against my lord.
I'll
Yet.
duel you for your support.
I would not
What?
accept such a duel.
So it's
Is it-
cowardice.
You cowardice it is.
Dude, you guys are just burning it.
He like cocks his head and gives you like a what the fuck kind of like look.
All right, excuse my friends. I think we should go now. Like, you guys are
They're
embarrassing.
drunk.
I can't bring you guys anywhere. You guys just pick my where we go.
We're done.
Oh, you don't agree with us? You want to fight about it?
No, but in reality though,
That's like, this is Dungeons and Dragons, man. Like, this political stuff's getting. Ooh.
they're treason. They're in open treason, open rebellion against the crown.
You're
Like,
not even part of the
it's
empire.
pretty cut and dry. We should walk into that fucking throne room, cut that motherfucker's throat, and move on to the next town.
We should go to Bogdale. I feel is what I want to do.
My guy won't go to Bogdale because the bone said no.
Well, time to knock you out and take you to Bogdale.
Are you gonna knock me out, Gepard? You wanna try?
Oh, are you like a coward? You believe those bones? Like, just throw that
So
right
you
back
guys
at
go back to town and
I excuse
get
and
ready for
apologize
the
for my companions and leave.
get ready
Yeah.
for the dinner.
Yeah. I wear robes, no weapons.
Okay.
I
Concealing
wear
robes.
my full plate.
I'm a general, and I will dress as such.
I don't need fucking
I'm not
robes
really a
and armor
general,
to
so I'm
show
mostly
off
just
my-
acting like a bodyguard at this point.
Okay. You're led into the it's like a large dining room of
Yeah.
the very luxurious carpets, like stonework, right? But like luxurious carpets, a solid wood table that's like 18 feet by like 8 feet wide kind of deal. The king at one end with the queen to his left, and then 6 nobles like down the side, and then you guys are right at the opposite end. Servants are the entire perimeter of the room is taken up with a fine portraiture. Is just like hung on every available open space, Tetrised in there, and to leave no wall showing kind of deal. Behind the king is a giant fireplace, and a crackling fire is currently burning. The servants bring in like the first course of like potato scallops and like roasted duck. And you guys start eating. So the king, he looks at, he's eating and he stops and he's like, well, I suppose you want to talk business.
Yeah. We want to talk about possible military alliance against Zleen and liberation of Bogdale.
I don't think the liberation of Bogdale is within the realm of possibility anymore. Bogdale has become a vassal of Orkbridge, and the...
Was it made under duress? Because if it has, then it is a legal treaty.
It is right by conquest. I'm sure.
Yet,
Thank you.
yet you slander us for our taking of Urkery.
I
through
do not
diplomacy.
slander you for your taking of Urkery. I merely recognize your taking of Urkery and point it out in an effort to bring to light.
Urkery was given to us. We never took it.
Do not play semantical rhetoric with me, boy.
Boy, how old are you?
60.
I have watched over this continent for over 100 years.
You
Do not call me
babysat
boy
the
again.
you babysat the fat bellies of the
Watch your word. As soon as he says babysit, I say watch your.
And he just talks over you. And then like one of the butlers kind of like coughs conspicuously. There's guards everywhere, and you had to turn in your weapons before you came here.
I didn't turn him out.
You had to.
He has hidden weapons.
I'm the guard. I'm their guard.
Fine, but I didn't turn in my secret weapons.
I just have my robes.
You gotta roll
and
sleight
there's
of-
nothing under it, and it's like shows off my physique perfectly because it wraps just tight enough to like go all around all my muscles and accentuate them.
Okay.
I think you should have talked about that more. I was really into it. I give up my weapons, except for my shield.
You're like
I
that guy in the tracksuit that's like clearly jacked. That guy's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
way too
yeah,
jacked.
exactly.
You give up your what, Gatbar?
I got my hammer.
You give
All
up
my
your hammer?
weapons.
All
Not
your
my
weapons?
shield.
Okay, Aklo. Okay. So you get in, roll for your other weapon. That's hidden blade. Roll for your hidden bow.
They have names.
Shadow's Reach and Shadow's Edge.
Shadow's Reach and Shadow's Kiss. Got it.
No.
Yeah.
So they find Shadow's Edge. They tell you to they like take it from you basically. But you still have Shadow's Reach.
And so when we walked into this room and they took our weapons?
No, you like walked into like the inner kind of like noble area, and then they took your weapons, and then they like led you down a hallway and into this dining room. And but Kater.
What about the dagger in my boot?
Yes.
Well, let me roll for it.
I rolled for them, and trust me, they didn't find it.
Oh, so I have it.
Well, actually, roll sleight of hand because you could also critically fail.
There is actually no critical failing in 5e.
No, there is. There
Yeah, there
is
is.
in my
In
mind.
Kang's 5e, there is.
So 18.
It's a fun part of the game, I feel. So yeah, you get your boot dagger in.
Take it.
So the servant clears his throat. Yes, King Charles will most likely consolidate and create a peaceful border with the Confederation, or perhaps even join the Confederation. And, if everything goes well and this, what do you call yourself, by the way.
For the new Advent.
This and if the forces of New Advent prove trustworthy and demonstrate their good intentions over time, we will join you in a military offensive against the growing threat of the Western Empire.
How many nobles are around this table?
6. One of which is Emilio Terradu.
And do they all like when he like babbles on about this stuff? Do they all like nod in agreement? Like, can you tell that they're all like with him, or
Oh yeah, that's
roll insight. Everyone roll insight.
I still got my weapons, right?
No.
I'm their guard. I'm not part of the delegation.
Okay, well, sure, but you're not allowed at the
if you're
table.
guard,
then.
you'll be outside.
Yeah. No, I stand in the room.
You're at the edge of the room with like
The other guards.
with the other guards. You are outnumbered like 10 to 1.
Yeah, but they don't know how strong I am.
So Kater, you don't know what's going on, and Keegan, you can't really tell. But Aklo, Gapark, and Callie, you can kind of tell that Emilio and a few other like the marshal lords and nobles seem okay with this. It's the mercantile lords that seem reluctant to take part in military shenanigans.
No, okay, that makes sense.
But I will bring this up though, that Macberg is driven by coins, and the coffers of Zleen is great. And how can you trust such like such mercenaries with such unsavory reputation?
As long as we maintain control of their contract under license, there's a small window in which Zleen can, yes, take the contract from us, but as long as we prepare
it is
for
not
that
a small
moment.
window?
Well, right now we have them under contract for an additional 4 months, and at the end of that point in late June, we will renew our contract before Zleen has a chance to cause a conflict of interest.
What happens when your coffers are empty? Who can you trade with west of Markberg? You're not trading with Bogdale. You're not trading with Orkbridge.
We will be trading with Bogdale. In fact, King Charles has already sent out requests for some of our more capable tradesmen to come up and serve as engineering foremen for his work crews in Bogdale.
So you do work with the warlord.
I'm not one to limit the economic opportunity of my citizens. They are freemen, most of them anyways, the ones that aren't bonded to the land.
Except for the slaves.
Sounds to me like you're making money off the deaths of innocent civilians.
When they come back to
Great
Strail,
king
they will
you
have
are.
gold to spend. And there are no deaths. I don't know where you're getting such information. Yes, he is putting them to work.
Fake news!
And there was, of course, with any sort of military operation, there's some collateral damage. Anyways, and he motions for the second course to come out, and it's like this roast pig with roast vegetables and a hearty soup.
This is actually pretty good. I do want to mention that in New Advent we've been having some great boon in our agriculture, and if you're like, and we want to know like if you're in for some trades.
Yes,
What
you'll
would
just
you
need this
want?
one seal though.
Yeah, he like looks at the seal, and he's like, sure, give me the seal.
Okay, I give it to him.
Then he gives you one of his seals.
Well, cool, perfect.
They so you said they make trade goods and they got like they got minerals here, right? I think vaguely.
They have
Or is that somewhere
lumber
else? Yeah,
and fish.
lumber and fish. Is that their main?
They have tons of like different trades people here that are specialized in
Okay,
many
cool.
different niches.
Yes, yeah, sure. Trade goods. We got various trade goods, whatever they make here, like that
High
improves like
quality, like
quality.
Alona, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, and like we provide and we provide all sorts of grains because I think at this point we're producing a lot more than we consume.
Yep.
Yes.
And this pie are currently our only export.
Well, that
Food?
gold.
Yeah, until we get the gold going.
All right, so they offered to come to our aid if we're ever.
No,
Alright.
they
No,
said
we have to
that.
prove ourselves
Yeah,
first. Yeah.
they're gonna watch,
Oh,
make sure
okay.
that you're not fucking.
All right, we should also offer the same thing and then go liberate Bogdale.
That I don't think that's a possibility for us.
Yeah, we'll need to bring an army, and Macberg is never going to let us pass,
God damn it!
especially after all the shit that we said there. By we, I mean you guys.
Just take Macberg.
Yeah, we could definitely take Macberg with the forces of New Advent and Ekiri and
Yeah, and then Zleen would take the opportunity to attack
Yeah.
Valheim.
We're crazy.
Vlehal.
Yeah,
Vlehal.
Vallejo.
They just
Everyone
leave like
say it.
you just leave Mercury and Vihal's forces
And
build
only
like
that
a trench line.
if we attack Macberg, we're showing Straw exactly what we're all about.
Yeah,
And definitely
they're
get
gonna
into an
fucking
alliance
burn
with
them
them.
to the ground and kill them all.
No, they're gonna definitely get into an alliance. We're gonna get into like a fucking like meat grinder with
War on
Macberg.
two fronts.
Yeah, and war on two fronts. What we're trying to prevent here is Stral and like warn them of war on two fronts. Because Orc Bridge, like
Aren't we kind of already on a war on two fronts? If Macberg
No.
is all
no,
because
we're not
Orc Bridge is
we're not
that coming after us.
Right
We're
now
not
we have
trying
a
to
war
get
on one front and a peace on the other.
Well,
Yeah.
these guys are making an alliance.
I mean, I think that our alliance is more between Orc Bridge and Macberg, and Strauss just like because Macberg's it sounds like they're the ones in charge.
Indubitably.
Okay, I'll start with this. So, how did this alliance come to pass?
How did the alliance come to pass? Well,
Who came? Who started the conversation for this?
well, initially, I will be honest. Your continued about 3 months ago. Ekure, began ranging and taking control. Prince Athak established, the current king at that point established an independent kingdom, prompting me to do the same. Macber had declared independence months ago and were ratifying many of their own laws and becoming a force that I could not ignore. Then, around 2 months ago, New Advent declared itself, and well, the constant sorties and raids between Ekiri and New Advent, it was clear. Military action was coming, and a new empire, was going to form. That's when I began to bolster my forces of my good knights here, and he gestures at the noble knights at the table, with additional troops from Macba. Affordable, efficient, and professional. After a period of time, it was a senator from Makbar who approached me with the offer of a coalition when your troops began to array themselves in New Avent about a month ago. Yes, we have everyone has eyes in New Avent. And when the Imperial legions came back from Salazar, you became a problem.
So you say you have eyes in New Advent, but you don't believe that we protect the Empress.
My people have seen a baby. Yes, that baby has the golden eyes, indicative of the imperial lineage. But such disguises can be faked. It is important to take measured.
So you lied to me. You lied to us when you said if we could prove that who she was, if you said someone and saw her, you would believe us.
Have I done
How
such
can we
a thing?
believe anything that you said?
Have I done such a thing?
Have you done such a thing? You said that you would.
Yes, and this is that was yesterday. I have already chosen my representative to accompany you back to New Advent.
Go back to eating my pork.
Speaking of
Pork,
which,
what the fuck?
it will be
Everyone roll
Emilio
Constitution.
Terradu.
I'm not eating any of that.
He shall accompany you back to New Advent.
Emilio, the guy we saw in the outskirts?
Yeah.
They're getting
Known
rid
to
of
be
him.
honorable, so it's a good pick.
They're getting rid of him.
Yeah, that too.
Uh-huh.
That as well.
He's a bomb. He's gonna blow up as soon as he gets to.
So,
He's the only
He's playing like a
dissenter.
troublemaker in the court. They
Yeah.
kind of want out of there too. Like,
This is a demotion, not a promotion.
getting rid of him. So,
I think I just heard my wife fall down the flight of stairs. 1 second, I'll be back.
he
What happened?
motions to his servants, and they bring out the third course, which is pastry wrapped pork tenderloin with butter, peas, and wilted greens, with fresh sourdough and dishes of butter and savory spread,
I
kind of
don't eat
like
pork.
pulled pork.
I don't eat pork.
cool.
I eat no pork here.
Okay.
More for me.
Well, you need it. So
I do. I'm a growing boy.
that amulet and your gains.
There's always
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
right.
like fruit juice and ale just being served en masse.
I drink so much ale.
Um,
I'm about it now.
He drink nothing but ale.
This
He
is why I
drink
was
nothing
afraid
but
to try
ale
it.
and eat no food.
So are the meteor dwarves there?
yes, they're standing close to the brazier, the fire, just observing your. There's two of them, and the two of them are observing your conversation and whispering to
Yeah.
each other.
All right, I walk over there. Oh wait, are they whispering in front of us?
No, well, they're like yes, but like
I can see their mouths.
no, they're like
That-
leaning towards each
you
other
had
and
to
like
change it.
and
Sure.
they're and doing the whole like covering their mouths and like whispering kind of thing.
Okay, so while I sit over here, I'm going to cast clairvoyance, and I'm going to look at their lips.
Okay. Show me the fucking spell. Post it up. Okay, so it's verbal, somatic, and material.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
does it consume the 100 GP?
No, but you would
That's
have
a
to have it.
focus.
Well, I kept my shield on.
No, but it has to be worth a
And
100
you have to have a
GP,
jeweled horn for hearing, so you gotta be like listening into jeweled horn. No, you'll be like
the
looking.
glass eye.
And you gotta like say some
So you're
verbal
putting out
component.
like a fucking Palantir and like.
You just pull out this focus and then you say a bunch
Okay,
of
okay,
gobbledygook.
hold on. So
And everyone looks
Hold
at
on.
you as you stare.
hold on. Sure. Okay, so with my blessing of the forge ability, whatever that thing that lets me make things, I will create a 100 gold piece worth drinking horn, and I'll say a toast to the king as my thing. Blah blah blah, whatever. And then and that is everything that I do. Okay.
Your
now can
toast
I-
to the king cannot be your verbal component to this.
Why not?
Because it's not. That's not how the verbal component of a spell works. It's a folk.
Okay.
Like it's
So I say a prayer to
okay.
the king. Let let the eyes of the ancestors watching be fucking happy and rejoice in this. There you go.
That's that's not the right prayer. That's
The
the
eyes of
toast to the
the
king.
ancestors.
So,
is
so
the
you're
only
trying
prayer.
to like disguise your like spell inside like a little speech. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
That'd be like a deception, right? Or like a performance.
Sure, if you roll deception.
Better not get fucking caught. Not that I'm saying anything, but
Is magic ubiquitous? I
Well-
personally think that's stupid.
I mean, the whole room would be able, if they could recognize it as any sort of like if they are trained in magic casting, then they would be able to recognize, components to a spell, or maybe pick up on a verbal component.
Okay, so like the king kind of like raises his eyebrow at you, but like doesn't fucking like really question it, and then you like the spell goes off, and like the meteor dwarves stop talking. You like it like goes off. Your hand, a creature that can see the sensor, such as a creature benefiting from sees a luminous intangible orb about the size of your fist. So like it's a sensor, man. Invisible sensor.
Yeah.
Do you have true sight, Edgar?
Me no.
Okay. So they can't see it. But they do detect something and stop talking.
That's so stupid.
And then they're like, and then one of them says, one of them just casted something, and now you're like reading their, you can read their lips.
Yeah, I can read that.
I'm assuming that's why you did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them has detected some magic.
That's the spell they casted?
Can you create the throne room so we can kind of see what's going on?
Yes.
What has Callie been doing the whole time?
Not eating the meat, but kind of vibing on what people have been saying. I
I'm
can see
vibing
where
you.
everybody, yeah, right. I can see where everybody's coming from. You guys haven't said anything too stupid yet that requires me to like speak up.
yeah. I do have some questions for Charlie. Like,
Mhm.
well, like, what do you think is the forestry output? Do you think we can beat Strahl? Because if it's their main export, I think we can like bully into their territory.
Yeah, but I would not. I would not want to do that because I don't feel like
I mean, us a
this gift I've
potentially.
been given. It is definitely a possibility,
Okay.
but it is not something that I would want to do.
All right, I get you. I'm just saying, if it comes down to it, like we can just make them not an attractive partner for Macberg. Because what I'm most concerned about is like a coalition that becomes like, because these are all people driven by imperialism or greed, and then I start laughing. But we've talked to the leaders of Macberg and here Strahl, and these are people driven by greed and devoid of morality.
Ignore that.
Yeah, but I haven't sensed any sort of like ill will that they would, turn on a dime against us.
Yeah, that's true. I sense that as well. They have no ill will towards us. They're wary, but I think they're more. I think as a common ally, Zelene would definitely be like a good target.
We should just let fucking Zelene munch him into the dirt.
I think Zelene would march on us before they'd march on them, and which is something that they would definitely understand as well.
They know that they're like Zelene knows that these Macberg and Strala are completely neutral. They would not intervene if they just came to attack us.
Because
But
it's the
if
same
we-
problem, right? If Zelene marched through V Hall and then marched on Macbird, we would just come up from behind and they
Yeah.
would be fucked. It's one of those situations in where Macberg and Strail are completely understanding that if either one of us goes on them, the other is going to take that as an opportunity. So they have the advantage on this.
Militarily speaking, I don't think so.
Not even militarily speaking, just like politically speaking.
And we have no way to control Zelene from consolidating the rest of like the 3/4 of the empire. Although it looks like most of the population's on our side, so I think
Yeah.
like the north and like the west are all kind of empty.
That, and we still have the problem of Erdooth and Orkbridge, which I understand you do not see as a problem, but I
I see Orkbridge as a problem, not Erdooth. But
What's happening with my thing?
One
Hello?
second.
Markeng died, you guys.
Oh no!
no,
I gotta be.
always making the map.
Oh wow.
Ooh, I get to sit at the head of the table,
Yo,
so everybody can watch me not eat meat.
That's not the head. The king's at the head.
Okay, well, what's the others?
You're kind of the
That
bum.
tail.
clearly the tail.
Okay, so
Yo, there's a jester and like a musician and everything. That's cool.
oh yeah.
Fuck, if we just kill this king, I think they'll put their arms down.
Yep. Especially
got-
Emilio, the most chivalrous knight in the realm.
I'm the only one with like a sword, right?
Yeah, you
I
have a
got-
sword.
I got weapons.
I got one in I got one in my pants.
Oh, fucking best bolster it.
So
Cast and large.
the last course comes out, and it's basically a bunch of cakes and pies and sweets and stuff. And you guys finish off the night that way.
The king doesn't have any questions for us.
He- He's going
Because
to.
he must have heard rumors about our like gold mine and stuff. Like,
He looks at Aklo, and he says,
I've been just staring at him the entire dinner.
he can't tell though because you wear a mask.
I don't wear. I'm not like my mask is up like over my head.
"It's like
right
dinner."
Oh,
You're
it comes
eating.
off.
Why did your brother do this?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be sitting here having chit chat with a lowly king, quote unquote king. Probably because he was a power hungry fool just like you.
King Charles says that of you, that you're power hungry, that all of you are working together to subvert the eastern side.
No offense, but King Charles is a big dumb orc.
Well,
King Charles is one of the most brilliant minds of this current generation of world leaders.
He
He-
sent assassins to assassinate the empress.
Such is the way of upper politics.
A child. He would kill a child.
Such is the way of upper politics. Oh man, I just want to fucking kill him so
What
bad.
what does the nobles think about? Like, do any of them like
react when you say
Yeah.
Yeah, Emilio kind of like looks down and he like looks a little ashamed, but the other military, like all the other like 5 nobles, kind of just like shake their head and yes, it's the way it's done. It's the way it's done.
You're all a bunch of backstabbing cowards, then, hey?
One would be a fool to not use all the tools available to them.
I kind of look over at Qatar.
So the so he looks at Keegan and goes, "Would you not be open to joining our coalition when the time comes, where all 3 of
I'll-
us can stand as equals in the offensive against Zleen?"
You know, and send assassins whenever we want to kill babies in the night.
I am not talking about the inclusion of King Charles.
Oh, just us.
Yes, I hope to create a non-aggression pact with King Charles and keep him at arm's length. But I would be open, everything considered. The reports from Bravo and New Wooddale indicate that you are magnanimous rulers who are light with any sort of tyranny. Regent Jebedo has a glowing reputation from the rumors and stories. Yes. What Charles did with Bogdale is unfortunate, but I will not engage in an offensive against him anytime soon, as what he did is the way of our kind.
Very well. Then let us concern ourselves with Lean.
As I said before, as long as you show yourself to be trustworthy and not have any sort of military overtures towards the coalition between Macber and Strail, I will consider joining you in a military offensive at the end of late June, when I am able to reestablish a new contract with the mercenaries of Macber.
When is that? When's how long?
March right now.
Or March? Just a few months. Okay, I will consider it. We would also want to see how this coalition of yours is headed. We'll be watching you as well. But when the time comes, I would think that liberating Zleen will be mutually beneficial to both of our organizations.
One of the merchant lords, he pipes up and he's like, "That, my lord, I think that is of the utmost importance. Freeing the main river from the influence of such fascistic, tyrannical leadership would only improve the state of every economy on this river."
Here, here.
Finally, someone at the table with a brain.
Yeah, agreed. Who is this man?
His name.
And what is he?
He is a human.
Damn it.
Wait a minute. What was he? Cat Park?
He was a dwarf.
He was a dwarf?
Yeah, an old dwarf.
Very
tan.
Indigenous dwarf?
Southern. Yeah.
Okay, his
We
name
want
is...
bonbons!
Let's see. Kufric Hornshaper.
Whoa, that name's epic.
Yeah.
Horn
You
Shaper.
get that from a generator?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yo, that's my porn star name.
Horn shaper.
Yeah.
So
nothing's going on with the meteor doors over there.
They're just watching you.
Now they're just watching me. I'm just watching them.
Okay, well, as soon as you start like looking at them deliberately, they like kind of focus in on you, and then like start talking with each other again.
Can I see their lips this time?
Yeah.
What did I say?
It's probably him. He's probably the one casting the spell. Yeah, we should. Do you know? He's one of us. He's one of the spawn of Astrogoth. We should do something about what is his name? Gatbach Gunbion. Well, we shall see what will be done about this. New Avent is becoming a problem. It is important that we place ourselves within there and bring about proper change. Yes, proper change. So they basically just start laughing.
Ooh, cool.
If it's
You guys ruined it.
if at some point at the table, I want to like make eye contact with Gatbark, and like as soon as we make eye contact, I want to like casually kind of like touch my finger to my temple, like indicating like to open a mental link.
I only got one spell slot left for this.
Oh shit! Okay.
You can mouth things to me.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I have 2 spell slots left for it actually, because I can down. Yeah. What's up, Aklo? Oh, what's
I
up?
like I kind of like look around the room and I'm like, we can take these guys.
No need. I send the other message, and then that's the last of my messages that I can send for the day.
Oh, we can't like have a conversation back and forth.
No, it's a message of 25 words or less.
Ah, okay. Sorry to make you waste your spell.
No, sorry. I think this is done. Yeah.
So you guys finish the final course and are let out, given your weapons back.
It's cool. We got the possibility of I think our primary goal, like taking clean, I think we can deal with.
Excuse me. I also had another warhammer in here. I left it when I came in.
No, you didn't.
I believe I had a hat.
Roll deception.
I had 2 warhammers. Okay.
And some roller skates.
Invent roller skates for me.
Get out of here.
Well, I'm drunk.
Okay, so you guys go back to your inn.
Yeah.
All right. You get served dinner. Or I guess you already had dinner. So you go to bed and wake up the next day.
None of us ate though.
No?
Oh yeah.
Well, I had good berries. So
I
don't
had
need to eat
food.
it.
I had the good stuff.
Good.
I ate everything but the pork.
Oh,
Mostly
dude, I'm still open for the good berries because I'm a growing boy.
He eats 3 every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm fucking addicted to those good berries.
So in the
It's like,
morning,
these must be made of pure protein.
in the morning, Emilio Terradu shows up on his fine black Charger, and he's packed for the road.
Oh, we're going back now?
Yeah, I think we're about done here because we should think about our next moves. Actually, can we bring out the big map? Unless there's something else you want to do. There are a couple things we can do.
I pull Keegan aside and I tell him my whole situation with the skulls.
Oh fuck!
gotta
We need to
bury
go
them
to.
in Orkbridge, yeah.
Because I did want to take a look at Bogdale before. Just take a look. Just do a quick dip before we head back.
Yeah, a quick 2-week dip.
Well, I mean, I was thinking maybe we get charter a boat and go up. That'll be much faster, right?
You can't
That's not a
go
river.
up
That's
the
a
river.
road.
Oh, okay. Is
Sure
it?
you
Oh,
can.
that's upriver. Okay. Yeah, we can just ride in and take a
You
look
can
at
go up the
Bogdale.
road, but you can't go up the river.
Yeah.
It's 5. Are you guys okay to call it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
for sure, yeah.
Good call. This is a good spot to call it.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, buddies.
Good game.
Take care.
Yeah.
Good game, gentlemen.
Yeah, I wanted to see what happens in Bogdale, and it looks
I
like
wanted to go there so bad.